Everybody, welcome, welcome, welcome. I am Elise and I am the head of publicity at Marisa Peer. And I'm so excited to be here today for a different webinar. If you've seen me on webinars before, this one is different. So it's not just another webinar. I know I always say that, but this is actually something brand new. And you're also going to have a live transformational experience with Marisa. So when you come in, tell me where you're from. I can already see you're already jumping in Denmark, London, Canada, Macedonia, Wales. I'm from Wales. I have lost my accent over the years. Norway, London, Australia, Shetland, Ireland. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Wow, it's going so quick. The chat's going crazily quick today. I can see that there's literally thousands of you kind of flooding in. So welcome, everybody. So some of you today will be here and maybe you're brand new to Marissa's work. But some of you might already know RTT, or perhaps you're even an RTT therapist or practitioner or one of our RTC coaches. Or maybe you have done one of Marissa's amazing personal development programs in the past, like I Am Enough, or one of her 30-day challenges. So I'd love to hear, what do you know about Marissa? Are you here? You're just brand new and you're just curious and you're like, what is this? I need to find out more about Marissa. So if you're new here, just pop in new here into the chat. If you're one of our RTTers or you know us through RTT, pop RTT into the chat. And if you've done one of Marissa's personal development books or read one of her books, done one of her programs, pop PD into the chat. So RTT, RTT, lots of RTT people. PD, PD, RTT, RTT. Okay, lots and lots and lots of you here. Very few that are new here, so it's great because you actually already know just how amazing Marissa is. So today I'm just going to give you a quick overview of what you can expect in the next probably around 90 minutes. So Marissa's going to take you through all about how you can rewire and recode your mind to upgrade all areas of your life. So health, wealth, relationships. She's here to help you today. And she's going to be doing a very, very special therapeutic coaching session with you in just a moment. But we're also going to be telling you about this brand new flagship program, which I'm so excited about because Marissa's been working on this for such a long time. And it's her brand new flagship program, which we can reveal today. It's called Upgrade Your Life. This is the first time that we're talking about it. You are exclusively on this webinar today, being first to hear all of the details. So because you've come today, we want to give you a very special offer, exclusive you, just for you that are joining us on this call today. So I'm going to be telling you more about that later. Marissa's going to be doing this beautiful experience in a moment. We're going to be answering all of your questions. So if you do have questions, just pop it into the chat and we will get round to it. We've got a team behind the scenes who will field in the questions. So there'll be a Q&A with Marissa later on. But let's go over to the lady herself, the lady who needs no introduction at all. It's the wonderful, the amazing Marisa Peer is going to finally tell you about how you can upgrade your life and be completely transformed. Over to you, Marissa.
Hi, everybody. Yes, I'm here to upgrade your life. I'd like you to put in the chat bar what you've done so far, because most of us come onto the planet as pure potential. A baby, when they're in the womb, understands one thing: I'm the most important person in the world. After all, I get fed 24 hours a day, someone's always there, and it's always warm. So when a baby is born, it has a very clear belief: you're going to look after me, meet all my needs. And of course, for many of us, that's not actually what happens. So we start off really coded to believe we're worth it. Babies cry for attention. Babies demand attention. They wake you up at 5 in the morning. And here's a question I ask all my clients: what happened? That little baby that was born saying, you're going to come into the room and feed me and hug me and love me and give me attention whenever I want. What happened? Where did that belief go? Because we all have three things that I call limiting beliefs, blocking beliefs, negative expectations. So we have three things that get right in our own way. Limiting beliefs: I can't speak in public, I'm no good with confrontation, I can't get the job of my dreams, relationships never work out. Then we have what I call blocking thoughts: I'm too scared to do that. And then we have negative programming: people like us, well, we never get those, that just doesn't happen. People like us are always ill. I'd like to put in the chat bar, if you wouldn't mind, just be brave, we're all here to help each other. I'd like you to just put in the chat bar any limiting belief or blocking thought or negative program that you're aware of having. You say, what's the difference? Well, a negative program is parents who say people like us are always sick, people like us never get a job, people like us have got the depression, people like us, we can't afford it. Which is rather different to a limiting belief, which is, I am no good with people, I'm no good with money, I'm working really hard and it never gets me anywhere. So I'd love you to put them in, because today we're not talking and we're not selling, we are doing. I'm going to take you through two things. One is to explain what's going on in you, not what's wrong with you, what's going on. And the second is to take you through an activation that could change your life. So let's have a look at some of these blocking thoughts. I'm not going to spend long, but most of us discover that we have the same problems. We share the same problems. We don't feel enough. We feel different, so it's hard to connect. And we feel that we cannot get what we want. So let's have a look. I can't pass exams. I'm not clever enough. I'm no good with money. This works for other people, but not me. Everyone else gets it. I don't. My mum told me I never slept well my entire life. I can't afford it. I'm hopeless when it comes to sugar. People like me get overlooked. I'll struggle financially for the rest of my life. Those two last ones, people like me get overlooked. I'll struggle financially for the rest of my life. I'm lost in relationships. I can't earn money. I'm too scared to push myself. I feel guilty that people suffer. I can't afford it. I don't have enough knowledge. I'm too much. I'm not enough. I've run out of luck. And so on and so on and so on. Everything I'm reading so far, I know you think it's true. I'm going to tell you these beliefs are not true. But the thing is, if you think them, they might as well be true. So what happened? Let's go on to the next step. If you were born a blank slate and you thought you could have everything, I just have a little 10-day-old grandson, and I notice that with him, when he wants to be held, he wakes up the whole house. He doesn't want to be put down. He wants to be fed every hour. And he has no concept that his parents are tired. He knows he's worth it, and they're running around after him as they should. So you're explaining what's missing in your life. What's the thing you want? But I've got another question for you. What happened to you? Where did this begin? You weren't born like this. So how did this happen? What happened to you? Where did you get these beliefs? And where did you get these limiting beliefs from? Who told you? And why did you believe them? So let's see what some of the answers are coming in. I heard it at home. I was abandoned. I was born unwanted. I'm so sorry. Some of these questions are so tragic. I was abandoned. My mother didn't want me. My big sister told me. My father, I was neglected by my parents. From experience, I have no idea. Alcoholic parent, absent mother. I'd like to live peacefully, but our lives are not peaceful. I can't speak up. What else? What else? Let me have a look at just two more. My mum was very negative. School teachers. I moved 5 times in 4 years, no stability. Let's have a look at the last one. My dad, my teachers, my mum all abandoned me. Okay, so you've probably done a lot of work. And again, you don't have to, you can put in the chat about what you've done. Have you read books? Have you done courses? What have you done to try and fix this? Because I'm going to tell you the truth. Only therapy that changes your neural pathways can fix this. You can do tapping, you can do breath work, you can do ice baths, you can go running, you talk therapy. It's all very nice, but if it doesn't change the neural pathways in here, it won't last. So when I do therapy, it lasts forever because I'm very keen on doing 3 things. Find your pattern, understand your pattern, change your pattern. Let's go straight into something right now. When you were a tiny baby, again, you were in the womb, it was like being in the 4 seasons. You had 24-hour room service. It was always warm. Somebody was always there. And then you were born. And when you were a tiny baby, you had really only 4 needs. You can write them down if you wanted. These needs were to feel significant, connected, loved, and safe. So significant, connected, loved, safe. And maybe the moderator will put it in the chat. And you might say, but surely they're the same. No. Loved at home by your parents and safe, but also if you go to daycare or have a nanny or a babysitter, we don't expect them to love us, so we need to be significant and connected in order to make it. So 4 needs. That's not a big thing. And these are core needs. However, for almost everyone on this call, those needs were not met all the time. And by the way, here we are 20, 30, 40 years later, and we still need to be significant, connected, loved, and safe. And there are 3 more needs that come in when you leave tiny newborn babyhood behind to become a toddler and a young child. And they are to be seen and heard, to be celebrated, and to have at least one person be proud of you and for you to know they're proud of you. So I'm going to ask you just one question. If all of these needs were met all the time, you felt significant, connected, loved, safe, seen, heard, celebrated, you knew somebody was proud of you, put yes. And if you are certain those needs were not met all the time, they were not met, you didn't feel significant, your parents appeared to prefer your brother or sister, you were the third girl, they wanted a boy, or vice versa, they wanted someone who was academic and you were sporty, or vice versa. If you did not feel significant, connected, loved, safe, and safe is safe to be yourself, to express yourself. If you did not feel that and also didn't feel seen and heard, celebrated, and to know that at least one person was proud of you, put no. So we're going to look at the no's and look at the yeses, and then we're going to begin. So let's have a look. I'm looking to see if I can find a yes. You know, I've been doing this for 40 years. I've spoken in groups. When I was at Greater, I spoke to 19,000 people, and I got almost no yeses, which was really amazing. I got no, no. So everyone here is saying no, which is not surprising. No, when I go into the school system and teach kids, I'll ask a 5-year-old a question. Do you like yourself? Do you think you got some good gifts? Every kid raises their hand at 10. 50% of children raise their hand at 25. 3% will raise their hand. So what happens? Well, a lot of things happen. The big one is being compared to other people. So I can't see a single yes. Oh no, there is. I've seen one yes. Lisa Lynn. Lisa, so far, another yes, and then a yes. And I've got 2 yeses so far, or 3 yeses, which is normal. I'd expect 3% of you or 5% to say yes. So let's go back to this situation. You have core needs. And when they're not met, a child will form a belief. Oh, I don't feel loved. I don't feel valued. I'm not interesting. No one's got time for me. And because a child can't change it, they put on what's called a tag. Imagine I've got a tag in my shirt here, and the tag says it will always be like this. It will never change. When you're a kid and some of your core needs were not met, you would take ownership of that. A child will say, I don't get any attention here. And if they go, because my mum is mentally ill or my dad's an alcoholic, that's terrifying to a child because they can't change it. But they go, well, I don't get any attention because I'm not good enough, smart enough, lovely enough, but I'll work harder. When a child owns it, they feel a bit better. They feel safe to try and change it. And sadly for all of us, when a parent does not meet these unmet needs, when a parent doesn't appear to love their child, the child never stops loving the parent, they stop loving themselves. So most of you, and I was in that category too, when our needs weren't met, we couldn't stop loving our caregivers, we stopped loving ourselves. So the emptiness inside, so many of you on here may have problems with addiction. I don't mean you're a drug, you might be addicted to sugar. People will say they're addicted to sugar, addicted to screen time, addicted to praise, addicted to working out, and addictions to alcohol and drink and drugs. And when you have this, what I call, let me change the thing a bit so you can see, when you have what I call this emptiness inside, this emptiness here, the emptiness inside comes from the unmet needs of your childhood. So let's imagine you have some emptiness, this emptiness here that makes you buy things you don't need, shop for stuff you don't need, eat too much, drink too much, spend too much time self-sabotaging, too much time gambling. What you're doing is you're trying to fill this emptiness, but the emptiness is caused from the unmet needs of a kid that used to be you. And today we are going to, I promise, fix those unmet needs. There is no doubt that it was your parents' job when you were a little kid to meet those needs. To say, okay, I have this precious baby. It's my job to make sure this baby feels significant, connected, loved, safe. I'm going to do everything to make this kid know that they are worthy of love and time and attention and destined for great things. But our parents didn't do that, mostly because their parents didn't do it for them. So we have these unmet needs. And that's bad enough. And then we form a belief, oh, well, I can't meet my own needs. I can't make myself feel safe. I can't make myself feel significant. I can't make myself celebrated. Therefore, it's always going to be this way. So the tagging will always say, it will always be this way. It will never change. I cannot fix it. So let me just quickly recap on that to make you understand. It is very simple and also quite simple to fix. You were born. Every kid, even a child who's taken away from the mother at birth and put into care, still believe in the womb. I matter, people are here to meet my needs. If you shut a newborn baby in a cupboard for the whole day, they will cry relentlessly because their belief is someone is coming. Someone's coming to take care of me because I'm worth it. That's step one. And then we begin to think, well, they're not coming. And this must be my fault. It must be something I'm doing wrong. I better change. I'm changing. They're still not coming. Oh, now I began to see that I'm not worth it. I don't deserve, I'm not worthy of love. And now we have these unmet needs, these core needs, this emptiness inside. You know, one of my clients told me, and I wrote about him in my new book, that when he was 10, his parents took him to boarding school. They drove there in their car. They weren't particularly wealthy. They saved up. They thought it'd be a wonderful thing. And this was, we're going to take your son on a tour of the school. And the minute they know this, you just drive away now, you know, they get a bit upset. And the best thing ever is for you to just leave. Don't say goodbye. No, 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 just drive away. He's having a tour of the school. When he comes back, you're gone. They didn't know, so they drove away. And when he came back and they'd gone, he thought, oh, clearly I have disappointed my parents so much that they've given me away. I must be a failure as a son. You see what a kid does? They turn it in. They don't go, well, maybe my parents were told to leave. Maybe they couldn't stand the pain of the tears of saying goodbye. And obviously they sent me to this school because they want me to have a good life and a better education. You can only think of one thing. I am a disappointment as a son. They've got rid of me. And he said, I kept that belief for 40 years. 40 years. When I was 55, I still felt a disappointment. I couldn't see the truth. They worked 2 jobs. They thought it was a great gift to have a kid go to boarding school, get an English education. So that happens a lot. We turn it in. So now we've got the unmet needs, we take ownership, and now only 2 things can happen. Our needs have not been met. We haven't felt connected, significant, safe, and loved. You might have had a few of them. We might have had them some other time, but we didn't have these needs consistently met. And now we can do one of 2 things. The first thing is to go, okay, I'm never going to feel worth it. I'm never going to find love. I'm never going to be a significant person. I'm not going to find connection. I'm going to accept it and I'm going to give up. And many people do that. They say, I've got a dog or a cat. I live a very quiet life. I've got a job online. I don't really have any friends. I've given up the belief that life will ever get better. I don't feel worth more. I've given up. These needs were never met. They never will be met. So I'm just living a life. And we people say, I've never got married. I've never had a partner. I've never really done anything. I've got a very quiet life. I don't believe I could have anything else. But the second group don't give up. They give away. They think like this. Somebody out there is going to turn up and meet all my needs. Usually it's going to be a partner. I'm going to find a great guy or girl. I'm going to marry them and they're going to make me feel connected and safe and significant. I'm going to ask them all the time, do you love me? Why do you love me? Prove you love me. Show you love me. I'm going to make them celebrate me and buy me stuff and take me out. And the second group, the giving it to someone else, we give away, we give up. The second, we give it away to someone else, often pull it off. They find someone who will show up and say, I love you. You're the most important person. You're safe with me. I love you. We're significant. We're connected. The problem is that if anything happens to your partner, if they die, if they get bored, because after all, they also have unmet needs. You've got somebody with unmet needs trying to meet your needs when they can't even meet their own. They often halfway through say, I can't do this, I found someone else. And now you're straight back to being needy again. So you either give up these needs or you give the job of meeting them to someone else. Both things don't work. You know what works? Meeting them yourself, which is exactly what we're going to do today. We're going to do it ourselves. And a lot of people say to me, I'm in a mess because I've got this job and my boss never praises me and I just can't get the praise I need, or my husband is really cold, or my mother to this day has never told me she's proud of me. And what you have to do is do it yourself. It sounds so simple. It is. So I want you to put in the chat, did you give the needs away? Are you leading a quiet life where you're not fulfilled? You know you could have more. You even know you're worth more, but you don't know how to get it. Or have you given that job of meeting your needs to a partner? It's usually a partner. It can be a child. Some people say, I've got 8 kids. I keep having babies because I need to be needed. Or it's my boss's job. Some of us are still trying to make our parents do it, thinking my mum was mean and cold, but now she's a little sweet old lady. Surely now she's going to meet my needs. The thing is, they can't. If they couldn't meet your needs before, it's unlikely they can meet them now. Some of them can, many of them cannot. So let me know one more thing. I'm not going to keep asking you questions over and over again, but I want just to know, did you give the need up? Or did you give it away? Have you given the need up and you're living a quiet life where you're not fulfilled? You know you could have more. Or have you given the need to a partner or a parent or a child to meet for you and you're very dependent on them? Because the only way to do it is what we're going to do in our activation is to do it yourself. So let me just read a few of these, not too many. I have a quiet life and I just can't get love. I have a good life because I worked hard for it, but I want more. My relationship has broken down due to both not being able to meet our own needs or each other's. And that's what happens. Two needy people marry each other and it doesn't work. I've done both. Now I live a quiet life. I have a quiet life doing chores for my family. I know I could have more. I've been too isolated. I know I could have more. I didn't. I'm leading a quiet life, but I want more. I gave them away and then I gave them up. And that's very common. I gave them to someone else, and when they couldn't do it or they did it for a while, then I gave them up. So I want you to do just one more thing. You don't have to write it in the chat, but you can. If you had parents who had a degree in raising, and this is important because we're going to come to this in our activation in just a minute. If your parents had a degree in raising you with high self-esteem, if their entire motivation was to raise you with high self-esteem, what might they have said to you? And if your partner was entirely motivated to give you high self-esteem, even if you really didn't give it to yourself, what might they have said to you? And if your boss was highly motivated to help you grow in self, what might they say? So particularly your parents and your partner, if their only motivation in life was to raise your self-worth, what would they say? And of course, this is not rocket science. They'd say, wow, parenting you is the joy of my life. How lucky did I get to have you? You're the best kid in the world. You're smart, you're lovable, you're wonderful. I need you to write this out because in a minute you're going to use this. So just one more time, let me ask you, if the people that you needed to love you had a full-on honors degree in raising you with high self-worth, what would they have said to you in particular? What things would they tell you, say to you? How would they speak to you? What words would they use? I really need to know this. So let me quickly have a look and then we'll begin our powerful activation. They would say, I love you no matter what. You can do anything. You're enough. You're amazing. You can achieve anything. I'm proud of you. You're going to notice that all of these are the same. Let me go back to the beginning. You're smart. You're great. You can do anything. There's nothing you can't do. You're valued. I believe in you. You're incredible. You're brilliant. I'm lucky to have you. You're smart. You're beautiful. You're great company. You're funny. I love being around you. You're amazing. You see, this is not actually rocket science, is it? We're all writing the same thing. I love you no matter what. You can do anything. You're the most beautiful thing in the world. Somebody was telling me today that their kid thought their name was Gorgeous for 4 years because their parents called them Gorgeous. And I love that. That little boy actually thought his name was Gorgeous. So this was a parent who was getting it right. You're gorgeous. You're gorgeous. You're amazing. You're smart. You're the joy of my life. You're my sunshine. You make me happy. I love being around you. I love your company. I'm so lucky I had you. But many of us didn't hear that. We heard other things like you're annoying, or you're too much, or you're too demanding, or I haven't got time for this, stop bothering me. So you know the words. And this is very, very important. You not only say, I don't know what they would have said, you know. For me, I wanted my parents to tell me I was the favorite child, and they never did. I always wanted to be the favorite. My brother and sister went to private school, and I went to the state school, the free school, because I was in every way the girl least likely to. My brother went to a private boarding school. My sister went to a private school, and I went to a free school, not a fee-paying school. And I was undoubtedly not the favorite. My sister was both my parents' favorite. My brother probably was for a while, and I was very much last. And I'm not telling you that to make you feel sorry for me, but I'm actually glad it happened, because it gave me something I rather like called, well, I'll show you. But one day, when I was learning the power of this work, I decided to say every day, I'm the favorite, I'm the favorite, I'm the favorite. I very clearly was not the favorite. I was in no doubt I was not the favorite, but I said it and said it. And for about 3 weeks, not long, I was writing a book and I was practicing something. And weirdly, about 10 days to do it, so my father rang me and said, I keep seeing your name. I've seen your book in a bookstore. I'm so proud of you, my favorite child. And that was like, wow, that's a bit weird. And then my mother started to ring me. They were not even together, and say, you've always been the one in this family to keep everyone together. And then my father, who lived far away, about 400 miles away, and I only see him once a year, and he'd drive to my sister's house because she was like halfway. And he said to my brother, I'm going to your sister's house this Saturday at 2 o'clock. You come. And we'd have like 2 or 3 hours with my dad, my brother, my sister, all our kids. None of us really got much attention, but it was a nice thing. So I got the 6 monthly call, drove there with my daughter. My brother drove with his kids, and my sister had hers. And my father just lasered onto me. No one else. And he kept saying to me, you're the favorite. I'm so proud of you. I thought, this is the weirdest thing in the world. I've wanted this my entire life. Now I've got it. I don't really want it. And I don't like it. It's so rude to my sister and my brother and their kids. But it taught me something. You see, your brain doesn't know what is real or imagined. It doesn't. It's surprising you can't tell the difference. Is this really going on or going on in your imagination? That's why scary films are so scary, because the brain doesn't know it's just on there. It thinks it's going on in here. So when I said that, within 2 weeks, what I stated became my reality. And now I'm going to do that for you. So we're going to go back and we're going to find that little kid that just didn't feel enough. We're going to find them, reclaim them, upgrade them. And at the end, I'm going to ask you to put in the words you just said. You're a true miracle. You're worth it. You're enough just as you are. You're everything we love. You're incredible on all levels. You're going to remember what you wrote, and you're going to install it, code it. You're going to literally code it into your brain. You see, your brain doesn't just hear these words, it actively codes them into your brain, which is why when you say, I'm no good with people, I'm a loser, I'm terrible at relationships, I pick the worst partners in the world, you are coding that into your brain too. But that's enough talking for now. Let's do it, not talk. So sit back. Please don't sit with your arms like this or your legs crossed. I want you to be open to receive something amazing, powerful, and healing. Put your phone off. And the first thing you're going to do, if you look at my eyes, is to look up. Keep your eyeballs up and close them, because you're going into an alpha brainwave where something magical happens. With an alpha brainwave, 3 amazing things happen. First of all, the critical factor that says that's not going to work for me shuts down. Secondly, your brain sends different messages to your body. And thirdly, your body begins to send different signals back to the brain. Well, I'm not nervous, I'm excited. I'm not panicking, I'm super chilled. I'm not worthless, I'm everything. So all of this is going to happen and more. But for right now, I want you to do what I say. And at certain times, I'm going to ask you to say something out loud. When I ask you, don't go, I want you to state it, affirm it, embody it, even shout it out. No mumbling is allowed. When I said, I'm the favorite, I didn't go, I'm the favorite. I went, I am my parents' favorite kid. They value me. They adore me. And I was so shocked when it happened like that. I mean, I kind of thought it would happen over time. Even I didn't know it happened so fast, because your brain is what I call a proof-making robot. Your brain looks for evidence. I'm an idiot. I can't hold my own. I'm no good with money. Money slips through my fingers. I knew that would go wrong. The proof-making robot says, let me show you. But when you say, I knew I'd get that job. I knew I was going to marry that person. I knew it was all going to work out. I knew that IVF would work the first time and I'd have a perfect baby. I just knew it. That happens. Either this is a proof-making robot. Today we're going to give it something much better to prove. So sit back, knees apart, ankles apart, hands on your lap like that if you can. But the best you can do is not to cross your arms and legs. That's all fine too. So when you're ready, take a breath, look up, keep your eyeballs up, breathe in. Don't close your eyes until you breathe out. And again, breathe in, breathe out, and just one more time, breathe in, keep your eyeballs up, keep them up. And now just close your eyelids down. Keep your eyeballs up, but close the lids down. Keep your eyes closed from now on until I tell you to open them, just maybe 10 minutes or so. And I want you to drop your chin so you really have that looking down sensation that you might get as you look over a balcony or down a flight of stairs. You are looking down 10 steps. You have that looking down sensation. You're moving on to step 10 and 9, going deeper. You're taking step 8, going deeper into an awareness of yourself. You're taking step 7. You can see your feet, hear your feet, feel your feet taking you deeper. You're taking step 6. The sound of your own breathing is taking you deeper. You're taking step 5. The sound of my voice is taking you deeper. You're taking step 4. The sound of your heartbeat is taking you deeper. You're taking step 3. And every sound and noise you hear is taking you deeper. You're taking step 2 and 1. Go deeper, 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 deeper. And I want you to imagine right now that you are just looking at a screen. You're looking at a screen, and on the screen is you today. Whatever you've got on today, you're wearing that on the screen. It's you today on the 23rd of July. And as you look at yourself on that screen, you are reaching out your hand and literally pressing rewind. And as you press rewind, the movie of your life starts to go backwards, backwards, backwards. The movie of your entire life is rewinding. It's rather like you're in a time tunnel going back in time. You're becoming younger, smaller, lighter, shorter. Years, months, weeks, days are peeling away from your body as back you go, further back you go. And that movie is about to stop at a time when you picked up limiting beliefs, blocking thought, negative programming. But right now it's just going backwards, 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 rewinding, rewinding. You're becoming younger, smaller, lighter, shorter, going back in time to the moment, the time, the moments, if you like, the time when you picked up limiting beliefs. Now that movie is stopping. And as it stops, you're standing outside your childhood home. You may have had many homes, but it's the home where you picked up these beliefs. You're standing outside that home, and you are drawn like a magnet to the front door, and you are drawn through the front door. You are drawn to the bedroom that you slept in as a child. You're now standing right outside your bedroom door. In fact, you're reaching out your hand and you can feel that familiar door handle, and you're opening that door. And as you enter that room, you know that waiting for is this little kid that you used to be. In that room is you as a child, standing, sitting on the bed or standing, waiting, or playing on the carpet. But they're waiting for you, and they know immediately that you are the grown-up version of them. And you know, of course, that this is the child version of you, and this child has a perfect, complete, total affinity with you. They know that you are them as an adult, and you know that this is you as a child, and you and this child understand each other perfectly. So I want you to sit down on the bed and hold that child in your arms or sit them on your knee. And I want you to ask them just one question. Are you happy or unhappy? And you'll find the answer is only yes, no, maybe. There can't be anything else. Here's another question. Who is it or what is it that makes you unhappy? Who is it or what is it that makes you unhappy? And what is it this person does or doesn't do that makes you unhappy? Who is it? What is it? What is it they do or say? What is it they do or don't do? Because you know, even now, as you connect to that little kid, the words you wanted to hear, you're the favorite, you're pretty, you're cute, you're smart. You know which of these core needs were not met. So as you look at that little child and think about, did you feel significant, connected, loved, safe, secure, seen and heard? You know straight away how much you didn't get. And of course, we can't change the past, but we can change the future. You can't change what's behind you. You're about to change what's right in front of you. So I want you to put your arms around that little kid or hold them by the hand. I want you to imagine teleporting them right now back to wherever you live. Now you're standing outside another front door, the front door to the home you live in today. And just before you walk through the door, you're going to repeat some very specific words. Say what I told you to say, word for word. Don't mumble it, state it, affirm it, embody it. Here we go. I want you to repeat these words out loud. You're holding that little kid in your arms and you're saying to them right now, repeat this. I am upgrading you into my world. And my world is a nicer, safer, better place for you. I'm upgrading you into my world. And as I upgrade you into my world, you can't go back to that other world, not even in your daydream. So right now, go through the front door and imagine just walking with that child into your living room and just noticing that you have a smartphone, a smart TV. You have things you simply couldn't and didn't have as a child. And you went out and got those yourself. I want you to imagine looking at your phone, opening the address book, looking at people. And then I want you to imagine going from your living room into your bedroom and opening your closet and looking at all the clothes you have. Look at your bed and just imagine going to bed every night and waking up in the morning in the arms of someone who loves you. Imagine you have someone that loves you, cares for you, and is deeply connected to you. I want you to imagine going from the living bedroom into your bathroom and looking at all the products you have. You probably have perfumes and fragrances and creams. You didn't have them as a kid. And finally, go into the kitchen and look at the food in your fridge. And open your wallet and look at your driving license. Open your phone and look at your Uber account. And as you do this, I want you to understand something that is really, really, really important. There was so much you did not have as a child, so much you didn't have, so much you couldn't get. But you're not a child. And even though that child had no power to change anything, today you have the power to change absolutely everything. Today you have the power to say, I didn't hear what I needed to hear, but today I can hear everything. So I want you again to hold on to that little child. And I want you to think of the words you never heard. And I want you to say out loud, this might feel silly, but you're going to make it. And I want you to say out loud, I'm becoming a loving parent to you. And no one in the whole world can play this role of loving parent like I can. Let's say that again. I'm becoming a loving parent to you. And no one in the world can play this role of loving parent to you like I can. And repeat this. I love you completely. I love you unconditionally. I will always have time for you. I'll always listen to you. You and I have balance. There is nothing you can't do. There's nothing we can't do. And these are the last few words to repeat. I've created a place in my home, in my life, and in my heart for you. I've created a place in my life, in my home, in my heart for you. And now that I upgrade you into this new world, which is nicer, better, safer, you can't go back to that other world, not even in your daydreams. And I want you to imagine that little kid descending down. Maybe they're hovering above your head and you can feel them dropping down, merging into you, merging into your heart, into your body, into your life, into your soul, merging into you. And no one can play this role of loving parent better than you. So I want you to say, I will always have time for you. I'll always listen to you. There is nothing we can't do. And as you hold that child and have them understand that they live in your world, they live in your apartment with you, they live in your heart, your body, your soul. They don't live in that old world where their needs were not met. They live in your world, and you can do the best job in the world of meeting these needs because you know better than anyone what you didn't hear. So remember what you said, what you wrote out for me. I love you, you're amazing. I'm here supporting you, I'm proud of you, you're the best thing that ever happened to me. Parenting you is the joy, the honor, the delight of my entire life. I want you to say that now again out loud. Whatever you said, I'm proud of you. I believe in you. You're smart, you're beautiful, you're amazing, you're my favorite. You can do anything. I'm so glad you're here. I'm lucky you're here. Whatever you needed to hear, wanted to hear, longed to hear, and had a right to hear, I want you to say it right now. Say it and say it again. You're beautiful. You're wonderful. You're interesting. You're good company. You're fascinating. You're my favorite. I love you more than anything else in the whole world. I love you. I believe in you. I'm proud of you. Keep saying it and saying it. Remember, you are coding this straight into your brain. Your brain is actually going to work on these new beliefs. You're no longer giving your needs away, and you're no longer giving them up. You are able to meet these better than anyone. You can do anything, go anywhere, be anything. I want you to tell that kid there's no floor, there's no ceiling to what you can do and have and be. You are everything, everything, everything. So take a few more minutes, a few more moments actually. Do it one more time. You're everything. You're amazing. You're smart. You're beautiful. You're interesting. You're compelling. I love you. I'm proud of you. I believe in you. I'm here celebrating you. So let's now go to these core needs. And I want you to really do this. If I told you this would change your life to the degree that you commit to it, you would do it. I want you to say, you matter. I love you. It's safe for you to be you. And again, I love you. You matter. You're safe. It's safe for you to be you. I believe in you. I'm celebrating you. I'm proud of you, so proud of you. I see you. I hear you. The joy of my life is to parent you. You're the best thing that ever happened to me. I love you more than anything. You're smart. You're amazing. I want you to add in those words again. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're a girl. I'm glad you're a boy. I'm glad you're you. I'm proud of you. I'm so lucky to get you. And whatever you do in life, whatever you choose to do with your life, I'm here supporting you and believing in you. One more minute, just really say it, state it, affirm it, embody it. You're amazing. You're everything. You're the best. I believe in you. I'm proud of you. I'm celebrating you. And as you hold that child, I want you to do one more thing, or maybe two more things. I want you to understand that many parents can't do the job we need them to do, and you need to do the job yourself. It was absolutely their job to tell you those words, and they didn't, but today it is not their job. Today it's your job, and you can do better than anyone. The words that follow I am are going to follow you for your entire life. So I want you now to feel that child merging in. I want you to say, I am significant. I matter. I am safe. I am lovable. I am seen and heard. I celebrate myself. And again, I am lovable. I'm safe to be myself. I find connection everywhere I go. I'm seen and heard. I'm celebrating myself. I'm proud of myself. I find love and connection everywhere I go. And let's just do one more thing that I love to do. I want you to imagine that your past is a bow. It's not a great bow. It's a bit of a shitty bow, really. But you're an arrow, an amazing arrow, smart, sleek, straight, shiny, glittery, beautiful arrow with diamonds at the tip, your platinum arrow. I want you to put that arrow into the bow, and I want you to pull that bow tight, because the bow's job is to get the arrow as far away from it as it can. That's the job of a bow, to set the arrow free. So you're an arrow, put yourself into the bow. I want you to fire that bow as far as you can. And I want you to notice how far you travel, how sleek, how swift, how straight, how fast, how far you go from the bow. And when you fire an arrow, we run to go, where's the arrow? Nobody says, hey, where's the bow? We don't care about the bow. The bow is the past. You're an arrow, not a bow. So how far did you go? How fast and straight did you go away from your past? Because I promise you, if your parents turned up tomorrow with this degree and began to say, you're my favorite, I love you, love you, love you, I'm moving in, I bought all my possessions, I'm moving in, and I've got one job, and that is to love you. You go, Mum, please, Dad, go home. I needed this when I was 10, but now I don't need it. You know what? I don't even want it. So imagine if they did finally move in, if they picked up by osmosis what they didn't do and turned up today, even came back from the dead to do it, you'd still say, no, I did need it. I didn't get it, but today I'm ahead. We've done it myself. So when my dad turned up to me, I was the favorite. I thought, this is interesting, but I don't need it. I needed it then, didn't get it. Don't need it now. You're an arrow, not a bow. So you've done something amazing, and this is just the beginning, but this is powerful beyond belief. So take a minute, feeling that little kid living in your heart, in your body, in your soul, in your home. Open your eyes, come back into the room, and just take a minute and just put in the chat bar what that was like to upgrade that kid who was confused, lonely, sad, into your life, where it's so much better. You've upgraded yourself. Just tell me what that felt like. It felt empowering. It felt healing. I was in tears. I cried. Oh my God, that was so deep. It was phenomenal. It was uplifting. It was freeing. It was joyful. I cried, happy tears. I just felt so different. You see, RTT is amazing. We have what I call 10 interruptions. That was one of 10. And each one is powerful. Each one is powerful, and never doubt that because it's simple, it isn't powerful. The simplicity has no correlation to how powerful this is. And today you upgraded yourself. You thought, I'm an arrow. I don't need the bow. If my parents turned up tomorrow and said, I love you, love you, love you, let me spend my life with you. Oh my God, no, no, no. I've got a boyfriend, girlfriend, live kids. I don't need it, Mum or Dad. I did, and I don't, because you learned something amazing. You do not need to give those needs up. And you don't need to give them away, because you have the power to install in yourself the fact that you matter, you're significant, you're lovable, you're safe, you can celebrate yourself, be proud of yourself, and you are worthy of being seen and heard. So this was just a little taster of what RTT does. Every day people come and say, oh my God, you changed my life, you saved my life, you did something, said something, taught me something. I'm here in Estonia with 2,000 people, and I get stopped, like almost mobbed in the street, saying, oh my God, can I just tell you? And actually I like it, because people say to me, wow, it was thanks to you I left an abusive relationship, thanks to you I got a promotion, thanks to you I've got a beautiful partner, thanks to you I've got children, thanks to you I'm confident, I've got my own business. So what you did today, you changed some neural pathways. Never doubt how powerful it is. You changed some neural pathways. Your critical factor that said, that doesn't work, shut down. Your brain sent a different message to your body. I'm worth it. Your body sent a different message back to your brain. I'm not scared. I'm excited. I'm ready. I can have it all. And you finally understood it is never too late to go ahead and find those unmet needs and meet them. Someone said, but what happens when you feel a bit of resistance? You see, the brain likes what is familiar. It's the most vexing thing for therapists like me. Your brain likes what it already knows. That's the fact. But here's another fact. You can make anything from, you can put some silicone in your finger and shove it in your eye. You can do the plank. You can learn to play the piano. You can make anything familiar. So when you do this, 4 things happen. The first is, wow, I like that. I'm going to do it every day. The second is, this makes me feel so sad. Tears are in my eyes. The third is, I find this stupid and I'm going to dismiss it. But you're just doing one thing. You're saying it's not familiar. So let me help you out with just 3 more things very quickly before we do something else. I want you to never say it's hard. It's so hard being married, it's so hard being a parent, it's so hard having your own business. No, it's unfamiliar. And when you say unfamiliar, the brain says, but it's going to become familiar. Do not prefix anything with hard. Say it's unfamiliar because the brain hears, but it's going to be familiar. Doing the plank is unfamiliar. Taking sugar out of your coffee is unfamiliar. Until you do it every day, then it's familiar. Secondly, never say I want love, I want promotion. I want to say I require it. When the brain hears the word require, it actions it. And never say, oh, I'm sick, I'm stressed. I would say I'm going through something. I'm going through a mild cold. I'm going through a bit of a challenging time. When I'm going through it, it has an ending. So we don't say hard. We don't say want. We say unfamiliar and require. And never say, I've got to get rid of my anxiety, my stress, my depression. If you don't want it, call it the. My is an ownership word. So I could talk to you forever. We have the most powerful technique in the world for changing you, making you become the very best version of you. People say you can't have it all. Oh, yes, you can. Not only can you have it all, you can have it all the time if you know how. If you know how to upgrade what you think you're worth. You see, your mindset is 80% of your success. You've got to have an I'm worth it mindset throughout our 12-week course. You'll have an I'm worth it mindset, I deserve it mindset, I'm lovable mindset. We're going to fix your money beliefs, your love beliefs, your relationship beliefs. We're going to work on everything, your career, your wealth, your health, your love life, your relationships with everybody, your family, your friends. We're going to make you be the very best version of you, living your best life on your terms. But change is hard. No, it isn't. You can change like that. Change is not hard. Staying the same is hard. And by the way, you're changing from the day you're born. And every day you're thinking thoughts, believing beliefs, and all you're going to do is change the way you think. Change the way you think, change the way you act, change what you believe. You're going to change your life. How do we say, I want to get rid of this? I'm letting go. Actually, the most powerful words in the world are let go, and the most negative are let's hold on. So don't worry about that. As you go through the 12-week program, you can ask me questions. Every single week we'll do a little lesson like this and a live coaching with one person I'm picking from the group. And I'm going to help you. And I'll be constantly saying, no, 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 we're going to say this and not that. We're going to use that word and not that word. I'll be helping you, coaching you. So you'll all understand so much how to be the most amazing version of yourself, how to reactivate, remanifest, reactivate what you were born with, a powerful sense of self-worth. Because until you have that, it doesn't matter if you've got wealth, beauty, or brains. After all, Whitney Houston had beauty and a voice. George Michael had that. But if you don't have this powerful mindset of I'm worth it and I'm lovable, and after all, if you don't believe it, how can anyone else? So I'm going to bring Elise in and she's going to talk about how it's going to upgrade your body, your money, your wealth, your abundance, how it's going to upgrade your state of mind, how it's going to upgrade the people you love that love you. It's going to upgrade everything. So Elise is going to come in and talk to you about the value you're going to get. Believe me, whatever you've done before, you have not done this. This is 40 years of powerful, stunning turnaround therapy put into 12 weeks for you to have it all the time, to get tremendous value and to be the person you wanted to be. If you ever thought there must be more to life, why can't I have love or money or success? Well, we're going to show you how to get it. This is our most affordable program we've ever made. It's not going to cost you thousands of dollars. It's going to change your life. It's affordable, it's powerful, it's life-changing. And I cannot wait to have you join me every week live with me in the room. You know, I don't even see clients anymore. I lecture, I write books, I travel. People have a waiting list to work with me, and I just have to say, no, I just cannot see clients, no matter how much they pay me. I just went to Singapore for Google. They paid me £50,000 to speak to their group for 2 hours. I did that because that was interesting, but I don't see private clients. So if you've ever wanted to work with me, this is how you work with me. This is how you change your life. You get to change and keep the change. It's the most affordable program, but it also works immediately. It's no, oh, well, we're going to write out 100 goals. We're going to start chanting. We're going to have affirmations. No, it's not like that. This is coding into your brain the things you always wanted to hear, the beliefs you wanted to hear, the actions you wanted to take, and creating the life that you could have. Some people have a great life. They were not sprinkled with fairy dust. They learned techniques. You're going to learn every technique of how to be successful in business, in relationships, how to love who you are. So I could talk to you forever, but I think I better take a breath and let Elise come and join us.
Thanks so much, Marissa. So I just want to say, guys, how amazing was that? And Marissa's kind of touched on her brand new program, Upgrade Your Life, and you've just experienced a taster of it. And we are opening calls right now, actually. So if you're already like, I'm in, I want more of this in my life, I want that change. I've just been reading some of the comments with people, Marissa, just saying, I've wanted this change for so long. And just even just doing this session today is changing me. I feel it. So imagine having that over 12 weeks, having this time with Marissa, feeling that change in all areas of your life. And I think this is why this program is so wonderful, because it's wealth, it's health, it's relationships, it's career. It's going to help you in every aspect of your life. So you've just had a little taster of the experience there, but imagine 12 weeks of that. So I'm going to tell you a little bit more about the program, but I have got the QR code already up. So if you're already on, you don't need to tell me this. I'm on board. I want more of Marissa. I want that access to her. This has never been done before, by the way, guys. We've never had something where Marissa is going to work so intensively with you. So if you're already like, look, you don't need to sell it to me, I just want to jump on board, you've got your QR code there. So jump in, scan that QR code and book your call now with our wonderful team who will tell you everything there is to know about the program. But I'm going to tell you a little bit of a snapshot about it now. So the wonderful George behind the scenes, I think, is just going to pop up some slides for me so I can tell you exactly what the program entails. But it really is the most personalized program that Marissa has ever built. Obviously, we had the flagship program was I Am Enough, but this is next level work. It really is. It's fantastic. So let me tell you what's included. So it's a 12 module course over 12 weeks. So it's a full curriculum, like I say, covering confidence, relationships, wealth, health, purpose, and helping rewire the belief behind everyone. So it's not just coaching. We're doing the RTT work with you as well. So we're pulling out all of those weeds that you might be overgrown in your mind and are holding you back. We're recoding your mind and we are setting you forward. So you're going to have weekly life coaching with Marissa as well. So imagine what Marissa's just done with you today, but you're having 9 live sessions of coaching through all areas of your life and with an open Q&A as well, so that you have that direct access to her. She's live online with you and she's answering your questions in the room. And you're also going to get 3 live RTT sessions. So Marissa did one of my favorite RTT tools there, which was upgrading the child, but you're going to experience more of that. You're also going to get access to her hypnosis audio and meditation library. So these are all audios that are going to support you around the modules that we give you to help you install your new beliefs between sessions, so that that week's change takes hold and becomes permanent, because it takes 21 days to make a habit, break a habit. So these audios are really going to seal in all the work you're doing in these sessions. You're also going to get access to our brand new Marissa AI, which we've literally just launched this week. And this is like having a little Marissa in your pocket, but it's not just a generic AI. It's built on 4 decades of Marissa's work that she's just poured into this. So it's also a beautiful support for this program. You get accesses to masterclasses and workbooks. So really deep dive trainings with Marisa and expert guests as well, and short focused exercises so that you actually feel like you're in the room and you're doing something and you're taking that action to drive you forward. And you get to be part of an exclusive community, so a private group of members who are all on the same journey with you, where breakthroughs are going to happen, friendships begin. And I always say that as an RTT family, we are one big family, but you will be part of that. And for today only, and can't stress this enough, for today only, because you've joined us today, and I know so many have joined us and jumped on board today. So we wanted to do something really, really special for you. And we wanted to give you the lowest price that this will ever be. So this will not be repeated. This is one day only. You need to book your call today if you want to take advantage of this. So basically, we're giving you 40% off for our pioneer group. That's what we're calling it. So every other group that comes after this will pay more. This is the floor, and we close the group when it's full as well. So it's a limited spaces. So if this is something for you, I would say jump on this today. And I know a lot of you will be already saying to me, but how much is this? But today you really do have the opportunity to be part of this founding group and to experience Upgrade Your Life with Marisa, that direct access to a over 12 weeks, a combination of coaching and RTT, like I say, across all areas of your life. So as founding members, we wanted to give you the lowest price this program will ever be for today only. If you book your call today, this is the price. So usually the full investment is going to be $4,997. But if you book your call today, we're going to give you that 40% launch savings. So the investment comes down to $2,997. Just to say, we do have lots of payment plans available as well. So book your call, use the QR code, book your call now. Our team will take you through all of the payment plan options. But it really is amazing because Marisa goes and she does these sorts of like workshops and talks out into corporate communities. And she does one day workshops and, gets paid a lot more money than that just to go out there and do one day sessions with people. But you're getting her for 12 weeks and you're getting that access to her. And she's actually going to be pulling people from the group as well to come out and do coaching sessions on. So you're going to see that live coaching in action. So it really is such an amazing program, completely different to anything that we've done before. And if that wasn't enough, you're also going to get the full I Am Enough full course to you completely free. That's usually $297. But you're going to get that for free. And you also get lifetime all access pass. Again, yours completely for free. And that's usually $147 a year. So that's all of Marissa's hypnosis audios, her courses, her meditations, and you get to keep those forever. So as I mentioned, there are flexible payment plans. Scan the QR code now. Book your call with the team. They will talk you through everything. They'll answer all your questions that you might have. We're going to get through some in a moment because Marissa's coming back for the Q&A. But yes, they will answer all of your questions. But this, I can't stress this enough, guys. This is just a special founding member offer today, exclusively for you because you've taken time out to come to the webinar. So if you need to book your call today, and that's when you're going to get the special price. Because once this launch window closes, this pricing is not going to come back. It's going to go straight up to the 4,997. So if you want to secure your 2,997 payment plans available, book your call. Spaces, like I say, are limited. I think the first one starts around the 16th or the 17th of August. That's when we start. So not long to go. So if you've been sitting there and you've been thinking, I need this change in my life, this is your sign. This is your sign now to sign up, book your call and jump on board. So it's an amazing program, Marissa. I'm going to bring you back because we've had lots and lots and lots of questions in the chat. So I'm going to bring Marissa back and we're just going to go through some. I'm just going to pull
And of
them up now.
course, there is a 14-day money back guarantee.
Absolutely.
So of course, that's not just as we legally have to give you that, but we'll do that anyway. So if for any reason you decide it's not for you, you have 14 days to write in and get your money back. But I think you're going to find it's the best money you've ever spent. This is personal development on steroids. It's something I'm so proud of. I've spent my life teaching people to do therapy, and I've done a few online courses, but I've never done a live course where I come on every week and work with you live in the room the way I work with my own personal clients. So it's like having a session with me. I've spent a couple of years at least putting this program together. I'm really proud of it. I think it's the best work I've ever done. We've tried it with a few people who said, oh my God, it was amazing. The things that changed were like stratospheric. So I can't wait to show you that we can change your life. It's totally different to the I'm Enough program. It's different to the I'm Enough program completely. It's something absolutely new. It's different to Uncompromised Life. because in those programs, you weren't working with me. You were listening to recordings I made, which is great, but you weren't having live coaching in the room, live Q&A with me. You weren't having that access to me, which I can now give you. So you're working with me as if you were my live client. You might be picked, but even if you're not picked, when you see someone else being coached for love blocks, money blocks, wealth blocks, success blocks, when you see them being coached, it does the same thing. A lot of people said, hey, I watched your video with Stephen Bartlett where you cured him of sugar, and you cured me of sugar just by watching it. So I love that. I promise you this is going to change you. And I've never done this before. Don't think, is it like that? Can I write? Is it? No, it's not like anything because I have never done this type of program before. I've been asked to do it for years and years. I've always had so much going on, but finally I've got the time to do it. And you're going to be my pioneer group, and you're going to get more access within any group coming up next for a better price. It will never be this price again. So now I can answer all your questions, whatever you want to ask me. Do you have some questions picked out already, Elise?
Yeah, I put some questions out. Our wonderful team behind the scenes has sent me some questions over here. We've got a lot of our RTT family here today, Marissa, and a couple
Amazing.
of them have asked this question as well. Will this program also help boost and improve my RTT skills?
Well, yes, because all the skills you have tend to come from this belief, I'm worth it, I'm good enough, I can do it. So people who are good will tell you they're good. People who are amazing will say, this is my gift, this is my skill set. And of course, there's no doubt when you powerfully change yourself from the inside out, you change everything. You know, we're all trying to change our external world out there, but we need to change what's going on in here, our sense of self-worth, our sense of self-esteem. We need to be able to massively upgrade who we think we are while downgrading the negativity. So we're going to teach you to do the things you need to do really well, which is to be able to visualize, to manifest, to powerfully implant and code into your brain empowering beliefs while erasing, deleting, and eradicating limiting beliefs.
And I think that's what makes it completely different to other personal development programs, Marissa, isn't it? Because you see a lot of these PD groups that you sign up for, but it's very like coaching focused. But the uniqueness of this is that it also incorporates RTT as well. So you're not just
It's
treating,
not a
yeah, no,
coaching
yeah.
program. I'm talking about coaching you live, but I do what I call therapeutic coaching. Coaching is changing the future. Therapy is changing the past. Therapy is dealing with what I call unfinished business, and coaching is coaching to be the best version of yourself. So therapeutic coaching is therapy with coaching. We fix the past. I mean, you can't change what's behind you, but you can change what's in front of you. You can just change what's inside you. So I can't change what happened over there where the bow was, but I can change where you're going, who you are, what you're going to become, what is potential. I can help you to feel limitless by changing what's inside you. So therapeutic coaching is dealing with the past and the present, dealing with unfinished business, asking you a question, what happened to you and how can we change it? And I promise you we're going to change you powerfully, permanently. It's also fun, you know, it's not like, oh, we're not going to ask you to write out hundreds of goals or read books or do affirmations. It's nothing like that. It's changing you from the inside out and allowing you to keep the change.
Amazing. So if this is sounding like something that you want to jump in on, like I say, we've got that very special price today. So scan the QR code just here and speak to our amazing team. They'll answer all of your questions. I mentioned it before, but there are payment plans as well. But if you want to lock in that 2,997 offer today, it will never be that price again. It'll go up to 4,997. So scan the QR code, get that price, jump on board. If you're ready for change, I saw lots of comments in the chat saying I'm desperately in need of change, and now is the time. I think Marissa always says people think that change is hard, but actually it's not, because once you learn about the rules of your mind, which Marissa will talk you through and take you through, and how to work with your mind instead of against it, you can transform your life in all areas. So don't delay, scan the QR code, jump on board, and back to some more questions, Marissa.
I was just
So
asking, Elise, how do they scan the QR code when they're on their phone? How do they do this? Someone said they want
we're
to click it right
yeah,
now.
We're also popping the link into the chat as well. So if the team behind the
Okay.
scenes can just pop it in again, I can see it's on there, but if you can just pop it in again, it's easy to just click that link and do it. So
And
you can scan it or you do that way.
and also whatever your career is, whether you're a chef, whether you have your own business, whether you're a coach or a therapist, or indeed work in a nail salon or a nurse or a school teacher, this will really help you excel in any area of your life because it teaches you to have a growth mindset, to acquire skills of excellence, to be outstanding in your particular area. We covered what happens to make you powerful in business, in your career, what makes you powerful in your loving relationship, what makes you powerful as a parent, what makes you have phenomenal health and peace. So whatever it is you want, whatever it is you're asking for, we're going to help you have it.
Okay. We've had a question. I just feel so stuck and I feel like there's so much to fix. Do we start with the mind in this program and will it work for me?
Yes, everything is. You see, even the words I'm stuck. Remember, your brain is a proof making mechanism. When you say, I get every code going, your immune system depletes itself. When you say, I'm stuck, that's a statement. So we teach you how to do the opposite of being stuck, how to be unstuck, because you see, your potential expands as you move towards it. You can never know what your potential is because it's always expanding. And once your brain goes to a new dimension, it will not go back. So I promise you, we'll help you to be unstuck. You'll be unstuck. You'll never be stuck again. You'll be moving towards your potential.
Okay, amazing. As a child and a teenager, I was brave, confident, and determined, but now I struggle with confidence. And it's a problem because I'm an actress and I want to bring my energy back. I don't know what happened. Will this program help me?
You see, your brain is very simple. It doesn't care if you're happy, it cares if you're safe. So when you do any job like acting, public speaking, anything where you could be rejected, the brain doesn't feel safe. So you have to learn to re-signal to your brain, I'm safe, I'm safe, I'm safe. And once the brain picks up that you're safe, you will move towards incredible potential. You can go way further as an actress. But acting and speaking are businesses where you get rejected a lot. The same thing with modeling. People think modeling is great, but they always think, oh, you're not tall enough, you're a bit too old, there's someone younger, taller, better than you. So whenever your brain perceives you are not safe, it's why many of us are scared of flights. We're scared of anesthetics, we're scared of lifts, we're scared of giving birth because the brain says this is not safe. But you can get your brain to go, oh, actually, this is safe. An aeroplane is safer than being in a car. Giving birth is safe. Standing on stage and showing the world that I'm a phenomenal, outstanding actress is actually safe. So we're going to talk a lot in this course about what makes you tick. Why do we try to control other people? Why is everything we're doing to try to make us feel safe? Why are we so wired to try so hard to avoid rejection and find connection in a world where we're not avoiding rejection, we're finding rejection and disconnection, and we're also going to teach you how to reverse that. So we're going to talk a lot about the patterns of human behavior. Find the pattern, understand the pattern, change the pattern. We're going to change everything for you.
Great. A few people have asked when the program starts. So the founding cohort actually starts on the 17th of August. But like I said earlier, the places are limited and enrollment will basically close once the cohort is full. So that's why you need to book now, book your call now, secure that space, secure it at the amazing price today, which is an amazing saving of 40%. So if you really do think I want to jump on board, I would jump on board now because once those places are gone, guys, they are gone. And like I say, then you've got a few weeks and then you're going to be flying, transforming your life, working with Marisa over 12 weeks. Someone had asked about kind of what you cover as well. So I'll just run through the 12 modules as well for you. So week one is all about unlocking the secrets of your mind. Week two, you're going to be focusing on building unshakable self-worth. Week three, embracing unstoppable confidence. Week four, mastering the secrets of success. Week five, elevating your healthy living. Week six, nurturing your body. So you're working with body and mind in this as well, which is, just amazing. Week seven, cultivating meaningful relationships. Week eight, attracting and maintaining loving relationships. Week nine, enhancing vibrant intimacy. Week 10, upgrading your money mindset. Week 11, activating abundance. And week 12, discovering and living your true purpose. So when we say this is going to upgrade your life in every way, It absolutely is because it covers absolutely everything. So you'll see a lot of these programs just deal with one area, wealth and abundance or success mindset. But Marissa has just brought together all of her 40 years work from all of her amazing programs into this one amazing program where you're going to get to work with her in a one-to-one space, small group sessions. You're going to feel like you're part of just a lovely RTT family along with Marissa. So book your call, lock in that price today because like I say, once this webinar's over, that's it. It'll go back to the full price. So if you are interested and you do want to jump on board, I would jump on board today. I'm going to answer a few more questions. Sorry, I'm just going for it today. But yes, I just want to make sure Marissa gets some more questions through. There's been so many people in the chat, so thank you. And if you are booking your call, actually, pop into the chat if you're booking your call because we'd love to give you a shout out as well. So if you've already booked your call today, just pop in, booked my call, and we'll give you a shout out as well. Marissa will give you a shout out. People are
And
asking about payment plans.
yeah, a lot of people are talking about money blocks and worries about spending that money and asking about the payment plans. And a lot of people do have money blocks. When your relationship with money is created before you are 7 years old, when your parents say things like, I can't find the money sits, and people like us don't have money. It slips through our fingers. When you say things like, these people have got an obscene amount of money, they're disgustingly wealthy, they're fat cats, they're rich bitches, they're filthy rich, you are actually blocking your brain and saying, well, I don't want that. A client told me years ago that her father would lie on the sofa every Sunday going, this job's going to kill me, it's going to be the death of me. And she thought, I don't want to think about a job because it kills you. And years later, she could not progress in her career because the little girl, she saw her father lying on the sofa with a flannel on his face going, this job will be the death of me, it's killing me. And her little brain, which was trying to work out what it was going to do, oh, that thing called a job will kill you. It's amazing how many of us have wealth blocks and money blocks. And we don't understand that money is really about, can you create tremendous value? If you can create value, you'll always be wealthy. But you have to dismantle these money blocks, these limiting beliefs, these blocking thoughts that you're not worth it, that if you have more, someone else has less, that if you spend it, it won't come back. So I promise you, one of the first things we work on is these powerful money blocks, these limiting beliefs. You probably know that almost 80% of lottery winners are bankrupt in 3 years, and 90% of inherited wealth is gone in 3 generations because the belief is, I didn't earn it, it doesn't have value. So it's so exciting to get rid of your money blocks. It's so powerful to change your limiting beliefs about wealth, manifesting abundance, health, joy, you name it.
Amazing. A few people have said, oh, I've tried to book, but there's no slots. Just to let you know, we've just opened up more slots. I can see lots of people saying booked, 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 because they've all just flown past me, though. I was trying to kind of catch people's names. So unfortunately, you've all flown by, but I'm so glad that you've all booked your calls. Hina's booked her call. Paul's booked his call. Simon's booked his call. Lots and lots of you. So yes, sign up because you can see how many people are already signing up. And like I say, the slots are limited, so book your call, jump on board, be part of this. It's an amazing program that Marissa has spent years putting together because she wanted it to be exactly right before we launched it. So it really is just a fantastic opportunity. Few more questions, Marissa.
Yeah,
I'm on a,
go
sorry.
on. So no, you go on. It's okay. Carry
I'm
on.
on anxiety medication and it's helping me to cope. I feel full of confidence when I take it. But is there anything missing from my mind's chemistry that I need that medication to feel brave? Can I be unstoppably brave without it? How great would life be then? So,
Well,
how is this program going to help with that, Marissa?
so imagine when you're thirsty and you drink water and you think, oh, I feel better now. It takes 20 minutes for that water to hydrate you. But the minute you drink it, you think, oh, I'm hydrated, I'm okay. And so our belief system, you take the anxiety medication, I'm sure it works to some degree, but a lot of it is a placebo. The knowledge that this medicine is your prop, it's going to help you. And there's a thing called you are the placebo, the physician that lives in you that can create any drug. Interesting enough, one of the things I didn't tell you is when you never say I'm in pain, say I'm in discomfort. It's another way of signaling something better to the brains. When you say I'm anxious, 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 the proof-seeking robot says you need medication to medicate the anxiety, but you can change that word. You don't have to be anxious. Sure, if you're on a plane and it's hurting through some turbulence, you'll feel discomfort, but you don't have to feel anxious. This is a whole word that is so used. I'm anxious, I've got ADHD, I've got social anxiety. And I'm going to teach you how to really stop using that word. You can say I'm mildly uncomfortable. This is an uncomfortable feeling. I'm a bit out of my comfort zone here. But anxiety, we think it's normal. Oh, I've got anxiety, so I need medication, but it's not normal. It's not a normal state. Babies aren't anxious. Animals aren't anxious, but many cats and dogs now become anxious because they have anxious owners. Many small children learn anxiety, but it is not a normal state. The body doesn't want it, it doesn't like it. You can learn to breathe deeply and steadily from the diaphragm, to fill up your brain with confident thoughts, or to at least be super chilled. You do not need to live with anxiety. You can feel it occasionally, but you don't need to live with it at all. And I think it's not my job to take anyone off medication, but anxiety is such an easy thing to fix because it is not a natural state.
Okay. Just want to shout out to Jen, Lisa, Katya, Lourdes, all booked their calls. We seem to be getting a lot of calls in now. So just to let you know, like I say, the spaces are limited. So yes, jump in quick if you're interested. Marisa, a couple of people have asked this actually, saying they've already done I Am Enough. So how is this program different to that one?
Well, I'm Enough is a pre-recorded course. It's a great course. I'm proud of it. It's now, I think it's almost 10 years old now. But in those 10 years, a lot of things have happened with neuroplasticity and psychobiology. And we understand that our psychology has a conversation with our biology every day. But it has a live element I've never done before. I've never done a live element. So Uncompromised Life and I'm Enough were pre-recorded because I came on, I spoke to you, but there was no live element. I wasn't coaching anyone, doing therapy with anyone in the room. And now I am.
Amazing. I Am Enough actually was probably the first thing I did after watching you on YouTube, Marissa. I signed up for the I Am Enough program, and that was the start of my personal transformation as well. That was the grounding that gave me the confidence to then go and do RTT sessions to get myself well from chronic anxiety that I'd struggled from for 30 years, to help me on my healing journey from multiple sclerosis. So that was the starting point for me because it gave me the confidence actually that I needed to go, I deserve this change. I want this change. I deserve this change. I am enough and I'm worthy of it. And then it took me on this RTT journey and to eventually being an RTT therapist. So a lot of these programs, you start them and they just completely transform your life in so many ways. And you suddenly find yourself on a completely different path, the path where you're destined to be. So they are just absolutely amazing. I'm really excited for this program. A few more questions, Marissa,
In
if you're
dollars.
okay.
People are saying, is this dollars, pounds, or it's US dollars.
US dollars. Yeah, that's right. So it's
Someone else said,
2997.
I'm not very clever with tech, but all you have to do, we'll help you. We have a team that is really join. You just sort of click the button and join. So if you're not very techy, we do have a whole team who'll talk you through how to join the first call and any call. We're not going to leave you stranded because you don't understand tech. Yes, we meet
So
once a week for about 90 minutes. Once a week for 90 minutes. It could go on a little bit longer, but it's a weekly course designed to really layer in all the changes and keep creating more and more.
amazing. A few more questions, Marissa. I always end up in relationships with men who lack leadership and want me to do the emotional caretaking. How can I improve my relationships with this course?
Do you know, the most vexing thing for therapists like me is this: the brain wants to go to what is familiar. If this is familiar, I'm going over there. And if it's unfamiliar, I'm not going over there. So our brain is hardwired to go to what is familiar and known, especially in relationships. We'll say, I just date losers. I just date people who are unavailable. I just date people who haven't got any money. But you see, what the brain wants to do, which is rather vexing, is it wants to recreate what the pattern is and change the ending. So let's imagine you had a critical father, and now you're going to find a critical man and try and make him warm and friendly. Let's imagine you had a cold parent and you find someone who's cold and you're trying to make them warm. You're trying to recreate the beginning and change the ending. But life is too short to change. You need to change the beginning. Rather than find a cold person and make them warm, you need to find a warm person from the beginning. So I'd be looking at your background. Why are you attracting them? Well, you have to lead. Where did that begin? What happened to you? Let's find the pattern of dating people where you have to lead, understand it, and then change it. The most important thing is to change this pattern forever. And I promise you we'll do that, and we'll do it really, really well.
Amazing. Another question here. Is it too late to be an actress or have a successful career? If I do, how could this course help me with this?
Well, there's a guy who was in Frasier called Martin. He played Frasier's dad, and at 50 years old, he wanted to kill himself because he'd never been an actor. And he was so deeply depressed, he gave up his job, which was publishing a medical magazine. He went into working in local theatres for free, and somebody was in the audience, he got cast in Frasier, and history was made. And there are people who've come into acting really late and said, I spent 30 years being a teacher, and then I thought, a lot of depression, and this is true, is caused by not following your heart's desire. So I suddenly wrote that book. Mary Wellesley wrote The Chamomile Lawn at 84. Frank McCourter at Angela's Ashes wrote that at 65. A lot of times we can follow our heart's desire when our kids have left home. So it's never, ever too late to act. It's amazing how some people come into acting late in life. And Martin from Frasier was my favorite. There was also an English show called Only Fools and Horses, and Uncle Albert also got his first job as an actor at 70 years old. So of course it's not. It's never too late to find the career of your dreams, to find love, to live your best life. It is never, ever, ever too late.
Love that, Marissa. Few more questions well, there's lots of questions in the chat actually, but I'm just pulling some out. So why do my negative thoughts, especially fearful ones about money and relationships, seem to manifest so quickly? Even when I catch myself and try to stop them, how can I break this pattern and will this program help?
You've got to understand this is a proof-making mechanism, a proof-making robot. Imagine you walk through the world and you go, I get hay fever every year. I've got the worst memory in the world. Do you think it's possible you couldn't say that over and over again without it becoming true? Your psychology is having a full-on conversation with your biology. So when you understand that and say, rather than saying, I get every allergy going, you say, I've got a great immune system. I've got a memory like a sieve. You say, I've got a phenomenal, reliable, dependable memory. The brain takes its cues from what you say. It's very evidence-based. If you said for the last 3 years, I always get so many colds in the winter, the evidence-based brain says, well, here's another one. But if you say, I sail through the winter, my immune system is incredible. I'm never sick. I can eat anything and stay the perfect weight. The evidence-based brain looks for proof. So you make a belief, the belief makes you, and then confirmation bias means you are finding proof of what you have chosen to believe. I've got a mind like a sieve. Everything I touch falls apart. I'm no good with confrontation becomes, actually, I'm really lucky. I'm great with people and I've got a fantastic memory. So this is a proof-making robot that looks for evidence-based. I'm no good at. I always get ghosted. Nothing works out, but also becomes everything I touch is amazing. Everywhere I go, I find friends. I'm just such a lucky person. I have an amazing life. People like me. How lovely. I find friends everywhere I go. Because it's evidence-based, it's looking for evidence to back it up, and you can give it better evidence and new evidence, and you really can be the best version of you living your life on your terms when this evidence robot works for you, not against you. See, your subconscious mind doesn't think, it feels. I can't do that, I'm no good, that's terrifying. Becomes, of course I can do it, it's easy.
Amazing. A few people have asked for just a quick roundup again for what's actually involved in the program. I did put it on the slides earlier, but I know I'll just quickly go through it again,
Yeah,
just so
please
that
do.
everybody knows exactly what it is. So it's 9 live therapeutic coaching sessions with Marissa, which includes a Q&A as well. So she's going to be there coaching you live, but also answering all of your burning questions as well. It also includes 3 live RTT group therapy sessions with Marissa as well. So you had a little bit of a taster of both things today, a little bit of coaching, but that beautiful upgrading the child as well. So you're going to experience that in this 12 weeks. You're also going to get access to all of Marissa's hypnosis audios, nicer meditations for each module, sorry, installing new beliefs at that subconscious level and complementing all the work that you're doing in these live sessions. You're also going to get access to the masterclasses library, workbooks and exercises. So as well as doing the work, the subconscious work, you're also doing the practical work, you're doing the coaching and you're taking action. I mentioned as well that you're going to get access to Marissa AI, which is our brand new Marissa in your pockets, based on 40 years of Marissa's, all condensed down into an AI. So it's not your generic AI, it's not your chat GPT, it's Marissa's words, it's Marissa's work. We've spent a long time working on this, and it's really fantastic as an extra support. And yes, you get to be part of the exclusive online community as well. So you're not going to do this alone. You're going to be there in a group with other like-minded people who are on this journey with you. So you're not alone. And I think that's the beauty of it as well, because you're just there and you're part of something, which I think when you're striving for change, and sometimes you feel like it can be quite a lonely world and you feel like you're on your own. So you're really going to feel like you're part of something by being part of this. So yes, jump on board. QR code is still in the corner. I can see lots of people saying that they've booked their call. So thank you so much. You're not going to regret it. It's going to be such an amazing, amazing, amazing program. And yes, I'm going to jump in myself because I just love everything that Marissa does, and she's transformed my life. And this is just, I would say, the best program that I've seen in a long, 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 long time. So I'm going to come back to a few more questions for you. Um,
And also, if
Doctor,
someone has said, am I teaching it? Yes, it's
yes.
me. I'm teaching every program myself. Please don't think it's anyone else. It is me teaching how to get rid of limiting beliefs, how to get rid of abundance blocks, how to get rid of wealth blocks, success, love blocks, and health blocks. We have so many blocking thoughts. And I will be personally working with you. It won't be my coaches. It'll be me every single week without fail, working with you to change your life.
And see, imagine having that. Imagine having access to Marissa every single week. So that little taster that she gave you today, imagine having that over 12 weeks. You're going to come away completely transformed, all areas of your life. This is the best investment you will make this year. So if you want to round off the year this year, being completely transformed, focused, break down those barriers, plow through those blocks that have been holding you back for so long. You're ready for that change now. Don't procrastinate, don't hold back, jump on board, scan the QR code, and come and join us. So, a few more questions. I know we're kind of running over now, Marissa, but I just want to get through a few more questions if that's okay. Why does my younger self seem to take over when I talk to my therapist about my childhood? Like she's the one speaking, not me. And how can I feel more in control of that instead of finding it so stressful?
Well, you're giving your younger self an identity instead of realizing this is actually you. You know, when you have someone who has a multiple personality, anything you can do is put them back together. So this younger self is probably the defiant part of you or the unheard part of you. So rather than see yourself as two separate entities, see yourself as one fixed person and talk to your therapist about this. I imagine if you're having therapy, you would bring this up with her and say, my younger self is running the show, but my inner child is so demanding. But this is a part of you. It's not your younger self. It's an aspect of your character where you might find it childish or demanding or unheard. And I promise you, you can fix that and you can fix it very well, but you can't separate yourself, rather like with people who have a multiple personality. There's not 8 different characters. You have to bring them back into one happy, integrated whole person. And that's what you can do. We'll do that for you on the course. But also you can talk to your therapist about this. And if they're good, they'll find out how to immediately merge that back into one happy person who can be seen and heard.
And I think that's one of the biggest, most transformational tools in RTT, Marissa, isn't it? Because
Yeah,
once you kind of upgrade the child, because there's always that part of you that's like still maybe fearful or
of
the people
course.
pleaser. But once you actually bring them into your world and say, well, actually, no, I'm here to meet your needs now. I'm here with you to support you. I'm your cheerleader now. I don't need anyone else to say, I love you. You're a brilliant kid, because I can give you that support you need. It completely changes everything, doesn't it?
It does, and we're very into installing the cheerleader, coding in the cheerleader. What we did today was just a taster of the real power of RTT, what it can do for you, because it can do so much. But this is not just RTT. I mean, RTT is amazing. I love RTT, but it's really based on my 40 years of experience as being a top therapist and what I understand about the brain, how the brain works, how the mind works, what is neuroplasticity, what is psychobiology. How can you change? How can you get your brain to change? How can you change habits? 47% of what you do every day is a habit. Our habits are the silent architecture of our life. And we have habits of action, but they're all run by habits of thought. So you can't change a habit of action until you change a habit of thought. And I promise you, we'll do all of that for you and with you, and we'll change your life.
Amazing. Heidi said she can't find any more available appointments, guys. So I know behind the scenes you're unlocking and booking more appointments. So keep trying because we're releasing appointments all the time. So yeah, keep trying, book your call. Um, the link's also in the chat as well. So if you are on your phone and you can't scan the QR code, the link is in the chat. Someone else had asked a question as well. Oh, about like what happens on the call as well. So the guys will just tell you, they're such a friendly team, by the way. They will just tell you everything you need to know about the program, speak to you exactly about what it entails. They'll talk you through, there's lots of different payment plans for this as well. So they'll talk you through that. So they'll make sure that this is the right fit for you as well. So it's not the hard sell. It's basically they want to make sure that, you know, you're ready to jump on board. This is the right fit for you. You're the right fit for us. So yes, don't delay. Jump on board. There's
Is it every month? Someone's saying about the timing.
mm,
What's the time zone? And what is it every Monday? And what is the actual timing for people all over the world?
Okay, I've got the dates here, but I haven't got the days of the week actually. So I'll give you the dates. So the first sessions are the 17th of August, the 26th of August, the 2nd of September, the 7th of September, the 16th, the 18th. So maybe someone behind the scenes can just pop in what days these are because I haven't got the days in front of me. 5th
And
of
what do,
October, the 14th of October, 16th of October, the 2nd, the 4th, and the 9th of November.
and what's the time zone? Is this PST time or
This
EST
is
time?
this is GMT, so this is UK time. So
Okay,
the
but it'll be
UK times are for August. Well, they vary actually. For August, 10 to 11:30 a.m. GMT, but then there's some that are in at the afternoon, 1:30 to
that's
4:30.
probably not quite right because if it's 10:30 in the morning, that means it's 2:30 in the morning in Los Angeles. So I think actually that's not quite right. It must be more afternoon time in the UK, so it's morning time in LA. So whatever the time zone is, just ignore that. That's an error because we would never put something on at 10 o'clock in the UK because our audience in America would find that was the middle of the night for them. So it
Yeah,
will be
well,
late
that's
afternoon in the UK.
Yeah, that's just the live call schedule I've got on my screen here. But if you book your call and you speak to the team, they'll be able to give you all of the details of when they are. I know because a lot of people were like, oh, well, what if I'm away? Or what if I miss one? Or will I be able to watch a replay? And you will. But like I say, the team will be able to answer all of these really specific questions as well that you might have. So, yes, jump on board, book that call, secure your place. I'm seeing that there's lots of people going, oh, but there's no slots left. We are opening up slots. But like I say, we're only taking on a limited amount of people for this pioneer group. So if you are thinking, I want to jump on board now. That's my advice. Like I say, this price offer of 2,997, and that's in dollars, is for today only, for you only, because you've taken the time out to join us today. And we wanted to say a big thank you. So that's 40% off. And that's you joining the founding class of Upgrade Your Life. And yes, it's going to be amazing, transformational, starting on August the 17th. So jump on board.
And don't you get access to my entire library as well?
Yes, yes, you absolutely do, which is amazing in itself because there's just so much stuff in there with the masterclasses, with all of your audios, with all of your recordings. So yes, that, getting access to that and
And to
your
the RTT sessions as well.
yes, exactly. So there's so much more than just the program as well. You're getting so many kind of other extras with this. Few more questions for you then, Marissa. Um, I no longer get panic attacks, but anxiety still feels like it's constantly waiting under the surface and stopping me from fully relaxing or living in the moment. How do I find and break the patterns keeping me there? There's a lots of people I think that's struggling with anxiety. So tell us about how this program actually will help with anxiety, Marissa.
Well, we're certainly going to pick one live person to coach. So if we get a lot of people saying, I've got anxiety, I mean, say 50% of our audience suffer with anxiety, we'll pick somebody with anxiety to work on. And we'll invite people who have that to be in the class. And we'll be doing the Q&A with them. And we'll be showing you that while I'm coaching one person who's been picked with that, because I'm actually coaching everyone on the call who has anxiety, because anxiety is not a natural state. It's something we've learned and acquired, and we can unlearn it and unacquire it. So it's something we'll be covering in great deal: anxiety, depression, limiting beliefs.
Someone's just said, I've booked a call, but it's not until Monday, the 27th. I hope the special price is still available. Yes, it's for anybody that's booking a call today. So whether you've booked your call for this afternoon, tomorrow, next week, as long as you've booked your call today, you will get that special price. So yes, jump on board. Few people saying again, when does the program start? So the founding cohort starts on the 17th of August. Like I say, the places are really limited. I can't say that enough because I can see a lot of people saying, oh, well, I'm not sure. Oh, I'd like to do this, but I'm not sure at the moment. So if it is something that you want to do, like I say, we will close it once we get to a certain amount of people. So yes, just book your call. It's no obligation. If you jump on board and you speak to the team and you're like, right, it's not right for me right now because I haven't got the time or whatever, come back for the next cohort, but speak to the team because they'll answer all of your questions for you.
And of course,
Um,
once you book the call, you'll have proof that you booked it, so you can lock in that price even if you come back to it later.
Amazing. And a few people have asked kind of what happens on that call and what the purpose is. So it's completely a relaxed, no pressure conversation where you'll speak to one of our advisors, learn more about the program. You talk about where you are now, where you want to be, and how the program can help to bridge that gap. And again, they'll take you through all of the payment plan options as well. So they really are such a lovely, friendly team as well. So don't, delay and think, oh no, I don't want the hard sell, because it's not the hard sell at all. We want you to do this program because you're ready for that change, and we want you to be in that place where you're ready for that transformation. So speak to the team, use the QR codes, pop the link, click the link in the comments, and yes, we'd
So
love to
someone
get you
is
on board.
saying they're trying to buy it from their phone, but it doesn't work. So maybe we could help that. This is Andy. Someone
Okay.
else is saying, what are the dates in Canada and Miami? I promise you, the dates in the UK will be later in the day. So that in Miami, Canada, I believe it's New York time, it'll be probably mid-morning. Middle East is only 3 hours behind. So we'll be making the calls later in the UK. So we'll put in the timing, the date. We can't actually put in the timing because I think there's a mistake with that. But the timing will be later in the UK, like 5 or 6 p.m., so that people in America and the Middle East and all over the world can join too. And it's only once a week. So hopefully, if you have a job, you can take your lunch hour during that time early. And we want everyone to be able to come. We want everyone to come to this because we want people to live their best life on their terms, to have the career, the love, the wealth, the abundance that we all could have if we just only knew how.
Exactly. Someone's asked, do I need any prior experience with hypnotherapy or RTT? You don't at all, do you, Marissa?
No. I mean, we're not doing pure, it's not a hypnotherapy course, it's a transforming your life course. So don't even get hung up on the hypnosis. You go into hypnosis every day, but this is not a hypnotic training course. This is a changing you from the inside out, making you be the very best version of you. And of course, we didn't do hypnosis today. No hypnosis took place today. And it was really transformational. So don't worry about, oh my God, I'm going to go into hypnosis. I might never come out again. So I know we've got about 862 people who thinking of making a call. Can I pay for it? Yes, of course you can pay without doing a call. That you can just go. Elise, how do people who want to book it without making a call? How can they just do that now and pay?
I'm not sure, Marissa. I'm going to need the tech team behind the scenes to pop something in the chat there because I'm not sure whether you can buy it kind of direct. I think right at the moment we do need to book a call, literally, but you can literally go onto that call and say, I want to buy this and I want to buy it now.
Yeah.
If you don't want to have the conversation, if you've already made your decision, amazing, because it is an amazing program. So if you're already like, right, I want to do this, jump on that call, make the payment, that absolutely done. You don't need to go through the whole process. So yeah, so don't be scared to kind of just jump on board and have that call. Literally, if you're like, I'm there, I'm ready to sign up, take my money. So there we go. So yes, don't be worried about doing that. Does this program link with the RTT training program in any
Very
way?
different. The RTT is training you to be a therapist. This is your
Yeah.
therapy. So one course is to train you to be a therapist. This is someone who wants therapy, needs therapy. You might say, hey, I want to become what will happen is a lot of people on this course will say, gosh, I want to be able to do this for others. And then we'll help you come on the training. And of course, we'll give you a price that recognizes what you spent coming on this. However, this is not a course to be a therapist. This is a course to get therapy for you. You can be the very best version of you. So I promise you, we're going to help you and you're going to love it. If you miss a class, we will, of course, record it. We always have people who miss a class for all kinds of reasons. So it's all recorded and you will get the recording. Please don't worry about that. If you want to become an RTT therapist, please go to www.rtt.com and then you can find out how to be an RTT therapist.
On the other side of that, Marissa, we do have some new people in today who haven't had any kind of direct experience of RTT, and they're asking, what do those RTT sessions, because you do three in this 12-week program,
I
don't
do,
you?
yeah.
So yeah, she's asking like, what can they expect from that?
Well, they can expect to change their entire life. Everyone I've worked with says this is life-changing, and it really, really is. So watching it can be as life-changing as participating in it. But the sessions are really an interesting study in how we function in the world, what happens to us, what shapes us, what molds us, what defines us, and can we reshape, remold, and redefine ourselves? And the answer is absolutely yes. Most of us here will live into 102. And even though we may have had a pretty awful childhood for some of us, that's the first 10 years, the first 15 years. If you imagine you've got another 87 years to live, this old pattern of, your childhood has affected you. Well, of course it has. But if you're going to live for 85 more years or 87 more years, we have to find a way of reshaping us so that although our childhood creates us and we have what's called adverse childhood experiences, we have to be able to go back and say, surely the first 15 years cannot affect the next 87. Surely there is a way to recode, rewire, and reshape our brain so that we went through some trauma, we went through some loss or grief or sadness, but we can fix ourselves so it doesn't have to affect the rest of our life for 87 more years, because that just doesn't make sense to me, that something that happened so early can affect your entire life for 87 more years.
Nikki, Steffi, Angie, Carissa, just shouting you out because you've all booked your call. I can see that there's lots of booked your calls, so I've just spotted a few in there. I just want to shout you out. Ilana, you've also booked your call as well. Amazing. Marissa, this is more like a comment, but also a question. But I just thought it was a nice one to draw out. So it's from someone saying, Marissa, you are very beautiful, attractive, and you're a successful woman for sure. Did you find it hard when you were growing up? Did you have jealousy issues from other women? And if so, how did you protect yourself from negative people?
Oh no, when I was growing up, I felt like the biggest freak in the world. I had this long, skinny legs and knobbly knees. I never felt even remotely attractive. In fact, I felt like a freak. When I went to my father's school, so I felt like a freak twice. All these kids of 18 would go, your dad's, I won't say the word, and I was like 11 years old. So when I was growing up, I was the most insecure person you could ever have met. It's almost hard to recognize how insecure and self-conscious I was. And it wasn't until I got way into my 20s that my life changed. So when I was a young girl, I didn't ever feel attractive or interesting. But of course, rather like you, I had to upgrade myself. And then I'm much happier now than I was then. It's certainly true that youth is wasted on the young. I feel much happier now. My life gets better every year. I would never have thought in my 60s it'd be better than it was when I was 18, or even my 20s or 30s when I was a single parent. But I have an amazing life now. And yeah, another question. This is very different again to the Mind Valley Quest because all the quests are pre-recorded information. This is live in the room therapy with me. We call it live online because it's not, it is live. You're in the room with me, asking me questions, interacting, rather like now. It is not pre-recorded. The other stuff I did is great, but this is brand new. It's updated. It's got science in it that simply wasn't around even when I did the quest. The understanding we have of the human brain now is extraordinary. What it can do, how it works, how we can shape it, mold it, how we can make our life amazing. So it's very different because it's live in the room with me, having live access to me, doing Q&A with me, doing therapy with me, and working with all of you at the same time. So I
And
hope that.
Marissa, just to say as well, Catherine, the amazing Catherine behind the scenes, has posted all of the dates and all of the times, and it's 5 p.m. GMT for the coaching sessions. And someone's just asked as well, like, how long are they? So they're 90 minutes long, aren't they?
And we could go on for a bit longer. And don't forget, if you say, oh, well, at 5 p.m., that's 9 o'clock, I'm at work, but hopefully you can use the hour. And if you can't go on and we're going on, we'll all be pre-recorded for you.
And someone else has asked as well, what's the time commitment each week, apart from obviously attending the live sessions? So
We
you
don't give
need
you hours of homework. There's
no.
nothing, there's no like, read this book. write out 100 goals, write out 100 affirmations, create a vision board. We don't do that. The change that happens on the call is so profound and powerful. We will give you some audios to listen to wire in and fire in the change. Some audios we create just for you, brand new audios, no one else has them. They're only for people who sign up for this course. You will get some fantastic audios. But aside from that, there is no homework. You know, we talk to ourselves every day. We think our thoughts, form our beliefs, and have our conversations. So all you're really doing is changing those, but on a deep, powerful rewiring level. So we're very excited. We cannot wait to have you come on board, change your life, and keep the change too.
Amazing. And I know I've said this quite a few times already, but I am seeing all of the slots filling up now. So if you are wanting to jump on board, if you are wanting to secure that 40% discount today, so this is usually going to be $4,997, but for today only, because you've made the effort to turn up today, we wanted to give you a special pioneer rate, which is $2,997, which is 40% off, and amazing because you're getting this 12-week access to Marisa, you're getting the live sessions, you're getting the online modules, the audios, the masterclasses, the workbooks. So you are going to walk away completely transformed at the end of this. We kind of guarantee that. Marisa has spent such a long time putting this together because she wanted it to be absolutely perfect. And it's the most amazing all-round program where you're going to just experience transformation in all areas of your life. So book that call, speak to the team. Places are going really quickly. I know you're like, oh yeah, they always say that on these webinars, but they are. You're seeing people saying, I've booked my call, I've booked my call, I've booked my call, I've booked my call. And the spaces really are limited for this first cohort. So
Can
jump
you
on
put
board.
the
Yeah.
slides up again? Someone's saying, can we have the slides again? Someone's saying, will this
Yeah.
help with ADHD? Yes, it will. ADHD, social anxiety. It will help you with pretty much everything, depression, everything.
Yeah, could we have the slide back up actually, which just talks about the modules and what's kind of included? So
Yeah.
yeah, so just to round that up again. So yes, it's a 12 module course, which covers everything from confidence, relationships, health, wealth, purpose, and rewiring the beliefs that might be holding you back, recoding your mind to move you forward. You get the weekly live coaching with Marisa. So that's 9 live sessions of coaching through all areas of your life. And then you also get a chance to have a Q&A with her as well. So ask all those burning questions that you've probably put in the chat today and maybe I've not seen because there's literally been thousands of comments. So we are trying to get them through all of them. But with these sessions, you'll be there live asking questions for Marisa and Marisa answering them live. You also get those 3 live RTT sessions that I mentioned as well. So you had a bit of a taster of that today with the upgrade in the child. You'll get to experience more of that transformation with Marisa over those 12 weeks. As Marisa just mentioned, actually, you get access to her hypnosis audios and meditation library. So that's going to help just installing and coding everything that you're doing in between sessions so that that change becomes permanent and completely transformational. Marisa AI, brand new Marisa AI, Marisa in your pocket, 40 decades of her methods into an AI that we've been working on for quite some time now to get it absolutely perfect. So yeah, that's going to be another support for you there. Masterclasses, workbooks. So it's not extensive homework like Marisa said, but we're just going to give you short exercises, which won't take you any longer than about half an hour to do, but they're going to really help you turn that insight into lasting change. So it's going to be working on the program with Marisa and then having complementary sessions that are just going to help really seal that transformation in. And like I say, getting access to our exclusive community as well. So it's a private group with members all on the same journey. So you'll make friends, buddy up. So a lot of people, I think there were quite a few people saying, I feel quite alone and I feel quite isolated. And trust me, when I joined I Am Enough, actually, it was the first time in a long time that I felt like I was really part of something and I made friends. And then I went on to do the RTT training and made more friends. So really it is, you're just full of like in a room with lots of like-minded people that you're going to make friends forever and just watch everybody's breakthroughs basically happen in the room and form those friendships as well. So it really is truly amazing. A fantastic course. Like I say, Marisa has poured her heart and her soul into this, just so that you can purely have this transformation. Because so many people think that change is just something that basically is out of sight, out of reach, but it's really not. Once you learn the rules of your mind, once you go through this program with Marisa, you're going to get the transformation that you've been seeking. So don't delay. jump on board. Like I say, I keep seeing, sorry, out of the corner of my eye, I just keep seeing our team going, we're nearly full. There's only a few spaces left. So that's why I keep emphasizing it, like jump on board if you really want to jump on board with this program. Get that special price just for today only. Book that call now. Doesn't matter whether you booked your call for tomorrow, next week, as long as you book your call today, you're going to get that special
Yeah,
price.
as long as you book your call, even if it's next week, you'll have confirmation you booked your call, and then you get to have that price. That special price is held for you. And again, we have payment plans, we have a money back guarantee. I think you're going to love it. ADHD is not really like social anxiety. Attention deficit disorder, attention deficit hyperactive disorder is different. And of course, when you give yourself these labels, you become these labels. We're going to help you change that. I know my new book, Your Mind, Your Rules, someone left a review on Amazon and said, I don't know what you did in that book, but I had ADHD and now I don't, because I feel you've given me weapons of mass transformation. I love that my book has stopped him having ADHD, my new book, Your Mind, Your Rules. Someone else was asking about it on here. So yeah, all very, very exciting. Oh, you're looking for
Amazing.
the book, John. This one, my husband, this one. Someone reviewed it and said, this book has stopped me having ADHD, which I love. So yeah, and someone else was saying, where can I get your book? Here it is, Your Mind, Your Rules. It's a great book, but working with it interactively is even better. And I can't wait to work with all of you. I'm very excited. I love doing what I do. Amazing, I've been doing it for 41 years, and I love it as much now as I did on day one, and I can't wait to help you all.
Yeah, my partner actually has been struggling with ADHD for years and has been battling to get a diagnosis and finally got it. And I'm actually at his house today, and so I have a copy of the book here. And if I flick through it, it's all highlighted, it's got notes in the margins, and I've never seen him actually focus on something so much. He went into hyper focus mode when he read this, and he walked away being like, wow, I feel like I can actually go and take action and I feel really inspired. And usually I'm like, yeah, okay, because you're like that for a while in hyperfocus, but then you go back to your ADHD ways. But he's not. He's completely changed, his routine. It's helped him get a routine. And it's all about understanding the rules of the mind, though, Marissa, isn't it? Because once you have that understanding about how your mind works, you can start working with it.
Of course, yeah, your mind should work for you. You should not work for it. Someone else at RTT helped me with ADHD symptoms. So yes, I'm excited. I mean, we're going to work on everything, your physical body, your emotional health, your mental health, your abundance, your sense of self-worth, whatever you need. We're going to make sure you might turn up without it, but you're going to leave with it. So we're excited. It's going to be amazing. And it's happening next month, not even a month's time. So yeah, can't wait. It's all up.
Amazing.
We're so busy upgrading our smartphones and our smart TVs, we've forgotten to upgrade this, the most important software in the world.
Okay. A couple of people, because Catherine very kindly put all of the sort of session times, someone's asked kind of like, what if I can't join a live session? But all sessions are going to be recorded, aren't they, Marissa? So
All
if you
recorded.
were like, oh, I couldn't make that one, it's okay because you can watch the recording afterwards. So obviously we strongly encourage people to join the live experience because you're getting that chance to work with Marissa. But if you don't and you miss it, then you can always catch up on that content as part of the replay anyway. So don't worry about that.
Okay, I think it's
I think we've gone well over time, Marissa.
yeah, but we're leaving the lines open. We're leaving everything
Yes,
open.
we are. We
Please
are,
do that.
absolutely. And don't jump off because I think we've got a little video to run at the end as well. But remember, this is your opportunity today to join the founding class of Upgrade Your Life, to be one of the founding members, to jump on, transform your life. So many people I keep seeing, like, I just need change. I feel stuck. Will this help fix me? Jump on board, join this. My life was transformed through Marissa's work through I Am Enough. This is like, well, I was talking to one of our team earlier and she said, this is like I Am Enough on steroids. And it really is because it's next level work. So you'll be in one of the first people in the whole world to experience Marissa's brand new flagship program. Because you're joining us today, obviously we're doing it at that low price, which is 2,997, and that's in dollars, saving you 40%. And then after that, it will go up to 4,997. So that's why I keep saying book your call today, because I want you to get that discount, guys. I want you to get that 40% off. And don't forget as well, those payment plans are there. So speak to the team. The team will talk you through them, all the options, because I think there's quite a few different payment plans. The spaces, like I say, are really, really limited. I know I'm like a broken record saying this, but I know some of you have probably walked away from your desks or you're cooking tea for the kids. So I just want to make sure that you hear it as well. But it's exclusively just for you today as webinar attendees. So imagine what it'd feel like to stop waiting and actually start upgrading your life. So if this has resonated with you today, Marisa, any final words for the people who might be sitting on this call at the moment and thinking, I want to do this, but can I do this? Is it the right time to do this? Is it ever the right time to do something,
Got
Marisa?
568 people still here, so we need to keep the lines open for them. If for some reason it shuts down, I just got a message and it's going to shut down, you can re-enter, because we do want to help these 500 people still waiting with their question. Someone said, can it help depression? Absolutely. Depression, ADHD, physical issues. We want to help you with everything. And of course, on the call, you get a live training in something particular, and then you get the live coaching, but then you also get the Q&A with me every single week, and you can send your answer. If you think, oh, I want to ask Marisa something, I don't want to forget, you can send those in ahead. You have our whole library, you have a money back guarantee, we have everything. We want you to live your best life ever, and we're determined to make that happen for every single person on that call.
Amazing. So what I was saying, actually, sorry, I got distracted by comments and questions. But what I did say as well is that I think we're going to run a little video at the end as well. So even when Marisa leaves, when I leave, we're going to leave the
I'll stay for
QR
a bit
code up as
longer.
well.
You run the
Yeah.
video. I'm going to make myself a cup of tea. I just need to hydrate myself. Run the video, and no, my husband's going to make me a cup of tea. I'm sitting right here. Well, I'm going to stay here.
Yeah, I'll make tea.
You make tea. I'll stay here. See, we're going to
Amazing.
how to have a great marriage too. I'm happy and he's married. We're very happily married. I'm happy my husband is the tea maker in the marriage. But he
Amazing.
makes
So
great tea. No, you know, you can really have everything. I mean, I have the most beautiful marriage, the most wonderful relationship with my daughter. I got 2 grandchildren I just worship, and I'm healthier than I've ever been. But I didn't start like that. I did everything the wrong way around. I got married, had a child on my own. All my success came to me later. But it's never ever too late to live your dream life and to have wealth and health and joy and love and happiness and peace. And we really want you to have it all. And we are absolutely committed to giving you everything. Everything. Which is why we're still here on this call now, because we want to give you everything. Someone said they need a phone number to sign up for this program. I think you just need the link at the moment. Isn't that right, Elise? The QR
yeah.
code is how
Yeah,
you
if
sign
you
up.
scan the QR code, or if we can just drop the link, or we have already, they're ahead of the game. Just pop there's a link now in the chat, so you can just click that link. You can go forward, you can book your call. So yes, it's in the chat, or you can scan the QR code as well. So amazing. And Athene had said, oh, what lovely energy from you both. Well, because we're so excited and passionate about what we do, Marisa, isn't it?
We're so excited about you living your best life. You know, interesting, I work people at the end of their life, people don't fear dying, they fear living a life without impact and living a life full of regrets. And we want you to have no regrets. So we're here to help everybody live their best life.
Okay, great. I
Are you
think.
collecting all the email addresses of everyone that's here, by the way?
Yeah, I'm going to say, yeah, we will do, Marisa, and I'm saving the
Can you
chat as
make sure
well.
you copy this whole email, because some people, we can actually email them answers to their questions. There's some people here whose questions have disappeared. So could you make sure that we copy this entire email trail? We need this copy before this ends. I need all of these questions copied. I need everyone's email address. I need to be able to email everybody. There's a few people here that we really want to particularly help. So let's make sure, my team, that we copy this entire link. It's very, very important. Of course, you can email support@marisapeer.com with a question, but there's some people here that I want to email back. So it's very important to him that this whole chat is copied for me. I need this entire chat copied. So if you could start copying it right now, copy this entire chat, please. So I've got access to every single person in this chat bar, because some of them I want to reach out to. And by the way, if your question disappeared, you can send it into support@marisapeer.com and I will answer it for you. Yeah, you can repost it now, but also you can send in your question, support@marisapeer.com. Thank you, thank you. Some people saying they're still trying to book a call unsuccessfully. Do they take a photograph of that QR code? And what do they do, Elise, if they still can't?
Yeah, if you can't, well, I'm just checking behind the scenes because I think they are constantly opening more calls up and more booking links up. So that I think it's just because there's just been an influx of everybody jumping on board, booking their calls, and so they're going really, really quickly. But don't worry, we've got our people behind the scenes, our team behind the scenes, opening up calls. So just keep trying, scan the QR code or click the link in the comments, and we should have some more open very, very soon.
And of
So
course,
yes.
you can also write to support@marisapeer.com and say, hey, I couldn't get a call, I couldn't get a link. And I promise you, if you write to support@marisapeer.com, we will make sure you get that call. So we've just put the thing here, another link where you can book a call.
Sorry, Heather was saying working with Marisa is completely transformational. It'll change your life. So yes, Heather's obviously jumped on board and worked with you before, Marisa. Living a life without regrets. I love that. Says Athene. Lots of people saying, oh, my questions have disappeared. I'm not sure why. Sorry. Lots of thank yous, lots of I have to go now. I know we have run into over 2 hours, guys, but you know, we've still got quite a few people in the room, which is why we're just making sure that we've covered off all of your questions. But like I say, if you want to book your call, there's team there will answer more of your questions online. I am just scrolling, but there's literally thousands and thousands. What do I do to become an RTT therapist? We actually do a webinar every fortnight, which we talk about how you can train to be an RTT therapist. So watch out for one of those, sign up for our emails, join our email list, and we'll let you know about that.
Someone said, is this course GBT friendly? Of course, it's for every gender, obviously. You know, we cover all genders, all races, all creeds. It's not just for people who are heterosexual. That would be a terrible thing.
Malika's booked her call, Petra's booked her call. Someone else is asking about the pricing again, so I'll just quickly run through that again. So normally the program will be $4,997, but today special because this is the groundbreaking announcement where we haven't spoken to anybody about this before. So just for today, we're offering a 40% saving, so it's actually $2,997. There are payment plans available. Our team, that's why we actually get you to book your call, is because you can book your call with the team and they can tell you about all the payment plans as well. So you don't have to have that money up front. You can break it down over a period of time. They will talk you through it all. So yes, they are an amazing, like lovely, friendly team as well. So don't be scared to book calls. So I know sometimes people are like, oh, I don't want to book a call. It's a little salesy, but the team really aren't like that at all. So Marisa would not allow that. Let me have a look.
I'm just going to tell you a quick story because somebody said
go
they want
ahead.
a GBT friendly community. So when my little girl was little, George Michael came to my house and he was singing to my daughter, I will be your father figure, put your Tanya, I will be your daddy. And she only left her with, Mummy, do you like him? I said, yes, because you do know he's a lesbian, don't you? And I said, I didn't know. She goes, yes, George Michael's a lesbian. He only likes his own sex, but he can't have sex. And I thought that was so funny that she said, and then she said to me, Mummy, does a homosexual just have sex in their home? And I had to say, yes, darling, and other places too. But I loved that she told me very clearly that George Michael was a lesbian. And I thought that was just the sweetest thing. And she remembers him singing that song to her. I will be your father figure, put your tiny hand in mine. Because he was such a lovely, lovely man. But George, like many people who are talented, just didn't have a high sense of self-worth. It was so sad. He had to deny who he was for such a long time. And it was so sad because I still think that man had the biggest heart and the biggest talent. And he was beautiful, but he didn't have the one thing we need, which is I love myself. I'm worth it. So yes, we'd love everyone from the LGBT community to join because we're all worth it. We're all enough. We're all lovable, but so many of us just do not know it.
Okay, I think there's a few more questions. I think we're going to carry on. There's still quite a few people kind of left in the room, so I just want to get through a few more questions if that's okay, Marisa.
Go on.
I have a very exciting, successful life as a professional singer, but I feel like I am limiting myself from being physically in top form. I'm not overweight at all. In fact, I train 6 times a week and I'm strong and healthy, but I keep binge eating when I start reaching my goal. My grandfather told me I was big as a kid and compared me to my older sister who was very petite. I have a good self-image, but something is holding me back. Could this program still be useful for me?
Yes, because a lot of us are held back by this common I'm not enough. If you are an addict, if you're an alcoholic, if you're a gambler, if you're addicted to food or drink or drugs or medication or screen time, it's because you do not feel enough. That emptiness inside, these unmet childhood needs. So yes, it can be very, very difficult in a world where we're told we're not enough unless we look a certain way. So many of us struggle with not enoughness. Up to 80% of us have I'm not enough. I had it for years. Certainly during my childhood and my formative years, I never felt worthy enough or good enough or attractive enough. But the good news is you can change it, you can erase it, you can delete it, you can eradicate it, and you can finally be the enoughness that you always were.
And someone said as well, could I just repeat the 12 modules as well? Because what I love about this is it is all areas of your
Yes,
life,
of
Marissa,
course.
isn't it? And it's
And
also body and mind.
and somebody else said, do we get to keep the recording? Yes, you keep these recordings. They don't disappear. So you'll get to keep them and you get to replay them and relive them and redo them, definitely.
Amazing. So I'll just run quickly through the 12 modules again. So the first one is unlock the secrets of the mind. Then we've got build unshakable self-worth, embrace unstoppable confidence, mastering the secrets of success, elevate your healthy living, nurturing your body, cultivating meaningful relationships, attracting and maintaining a loving relationship, enhancing vibrant intimacy, upgrading your money mindset, activating abundance, and discovering and living your purpose. So it really does cover everything, Marissa, doesn't it?
Someone said, do we get rid of religious beliefs? No, of course we don't. Your religion is your religion, but a lot of religions do fix into you unnecessary beliefs. So we don't say that religion is wrong. We would never do that, but we do help you undo programming that is detrimental to you. So for instance, I think religion can be a beautiful thing, but the Catholic Church will often say, you're a sinner and you've got a dark soul. And we will undo some limiting beliefs, but then the Torah and the Quran also say some things that I don't like, but there's other things I do love. In the Torah, it says, in the Quran, it says, if you change one person's life, that's the same as changing everyone's life. And I love that. In the Bible, it says, be transformed by the renewing of your thoughts, which I love too. So every religious tome will tell you somewhere in it that you can change your life if you change your thinking. But you have to know exactly how to change your thinking, how to find your thoughts, upgrade your thoughts, challenge your thoughts, change your thoughts. So we're not anti any religion. We are aware that some people have great fears and pick up certain beliefs. Like people say to me, the Bible says money is the root of all evil, and it doesn't. It says the pursuit of money at the expense of everything else is the root of all evil. The Bible says the meek will inherit the earth, but meek doesn't mean passive. Meek is actually an Aramaic word that means spiritual. So I'm not anti-religion, but sometimes it does get lost in translation. We're going to help you.
A couple of people have asked this same question as well. Like you mentioned earlier that in these sessions, certain people will be selected to be coached or to do an RTT session. How are those people selected and how do I apply to do it? But that's exactly what you do, isn't it, Marissa? You have to
you
say
apply, and we're
you
going
want
to
to
have a
do it.
look at who it is, and we're going to pick someone whose problem will help the entire group. So if you said, I want to stop smoking, we would never pick that because it's not interesting enough, it's not compelling, it's not. If someone said, I feel unworthy, or I have chronic anxiety, or I've had depression since I was 10, we think, oh, that helping one person would help the group. So you apply, and we'll have a look at your application, and we'll pick you for many reasons. Is it worthy? Will fixing your issue help the entire group? And then the answer is yes, there's the people who get picked. So write in and be very honest about what you want, and you might get picked. I hope you do.
Amazing. Another question here. What can I do about self-sabotage? I work as a nurse. I'm 53. I'm also on HRT now. By the way, many thanks because you're amazing, Marissa.
Well, you know, self-sabotage, procrastination, and imposter syndrome. Imagine there's a tree called the I'm Not Enough tree, and each branch has a version. One of it is imposter syndrome. One of it is I self-sabotage. If I never write that book, finish that course, produce that product, then you can't say it's no good. If I self-sabotage myself, I'll never find out I'm not good enough. The unspeakable truth we have is I'm not enough. It's the unspeakable feeling I'm not good enough. But as long as I self-sabotage, I can say, you know, I coulda, woulda, shoulda been a dancer, written a book. But the thing is, I had this procrastination. I had this self-sabotage. I had this imposter. So I never found out. I never got to face the real fear, which is I'm just not worth it. So many of us sabotage relationships, or we say things like, you know, I never found love because I kept dating losers, but losers can't reject you. Someone who's married is not available to you. So we're very fearful of finding out we're not enough. The truth is, you're running a fear that isn't real. Of course you're enough. How could you not be enough? No baby is born thinking they're not enough ever. You'll never find a baby in any maternity ward that says, I'm not enough, so I'm not going to cry. I'm not enough, I'm not going to. Even babies who are taken away from their parents at birth know they're enough. So we got to go back and reactivate, remanifest, and rewire into what you were born with. I'm enough. I'm worthy of love. I'm worthy of attention. You know, when I was having a baby, I didn't think, should I have a pretty one or a beautiful or a clever one? What shall I have? One who's clever or one who's... I wanted one who was clever and beautiful, had a sunny nature. I wanted my baby to have it all. And most parents say, I want my kid to have everything, everything, everything. There are a few parents who don't, but most do. Most want their kid to have everything. So what happens? What happens? And even if your parents were horrendous parents, someone's just come in now talking about that. The truth is, you come through your parents, not from them. The universe puts you here and it will support you in everything you do, including finding connection and having phenomenal self-belief. We come through our parents, not from them. And that's why I love the arrow, because you realize that you are moving away from, you know, whoever you've come through, however you come through. Darling, I need that. My Mac's going to shut unless it's plugged in. Obviously, this charge is not working. So whoever you've come through, whatever you've come through, you can have an amazing life, an incredible life, a powerful life, but you have to know that you're worth it.
Amazing. Well, we're going to wrap up now, Marissa, but any final words for anyone who might be still thinking, I'd like to do this, but I'm not sure, I'm not certain. Will I be able to do it? Can I commit the time? Am I ready for that change? Will this transform my life? Any final words
Final
from you?
words. You always want to expand and not contract. Once your brain expands a new dimension, it doesn't go back. And a lot of us are contracting. We apologize. I'm sorry. Sorry for being late. Sorry for disturbing you. Sorry. And we don't understand how much we're contracting rather than expanding. You can have it all. You deserve to have it all. You're worth having it all. You can have it all the time. We're all told, oh, you can't have it all. Something has to give. But it's not true. You can have love. You can have a career that's amazing. You can have a body that's amazing. You can have peace and joy. You can have it all, but you have to understand that the brain can't hold conflicting beliefs. It can't hold conflicting thoughts. It can't operate from fear and limiting beliefs. So what we do in our course is dismantle all these limitations until you go back to feeling unstoppable and limitless. There's no floor, there's no ceiling, there's no block except what you hold in here, which you can change at any time. So we can't wait to upgrade your life, upgrade your career, upgrade your relationships, upgrade your health, your wealth, your joy, your peace, upgrade everything, upgrade yourself. And we're going to start in August, and I just cannot wait.
Thank you so much, Marissa, and thank you for everything today. Obviously, you took us through that absolutely beautiful coaching experience and RTT experience, which was just amazing, and everybody got to get that taster of transformation. But if you're still on the call, imagine getting that every week over the space of 12 weeks. Imagine fast forwarding your life to this Christmas when your life is completely transformed because fear stopped holding you back. You jumped in with 2 feet and you said, you know what? It's my time for change. It's my time now. And you've got that experience, you've got that transformation, you've got that time with Marissa. So yeah, what would it feel like to stop finally waiting and actually start upgrading your life? Do it today. Scan the QR
Do it
code,
today
click the
because
link in the chat.
you're worth it. When you know you're
Exactly.
worth it, everyone else does. When you raise your level of self-worth, self-value, self-image, self-confidence, and self-esteem, the world joins you up here. Very sadly, when your level of self-worth is low, they tend to join you down there. So we want to elevate your sense of self-worth, self-belief, self-esteem, self-image. We're going to raise it higher and higher. And the more you raise it up, the more the world joins you up there rather than down there. So
Amazing.
thank you,
Thank you
thank you,
so
thank
much.
you. Love you, love you, love you. See you soon. See you on August the 17th. And we cannot wait to upgrade your life. RTT stands for Rapid Transformational Therapy. But this is about upgrading your life using rapid transformational therapy, using rapid transformational coaching, and using everything that I've learned over 41 years. Can't wait.
Thank you so much, Marisa. And thank you to everybody who's joined us this evening. I
See you
know that's
next
been a
time.
mammoth session, but I just wanted to make sure that we covered all of your questions off. And I know Marisa loves to read the chat, so we're going to save the chat as well, because she always likes to respond to your questions. So thank you so much, guys.
Thank you.
Last chance, book your call, scan the QR code, click the link in the chat and jump on board. Like I say, come and join Marisa. August the 17th. I think we're going to run a quick video now, or at least we're going to leave the QR code on screen. So if you are still here and you're still just mulling it over, or maybe you're cooking the tea for your children and you're like, I want to do it, but I haven't got a minute because you've got children hanging off you or you're out.
If you have any problems, just email support@marisapeer.com and we will get back to you super fast. Thank
Amazing.
you. Love you. Love you. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you so much, everyone. Take care and see you all again very soon. Take care. Bye.
This is 2 weeks after I recorded with Marisa, and I want to tell you the results. I've not touched sugar, and I've also, more importantly, not had any sugar cravings whatsoever. So I can confirm that Marisa's hypnosis worked.
This has changed my marriage, my physical health, my mental health. And I've been on a personal development journey for years now, about 25 years. And you learn so many things, but something isn't quite clicking until you meet Marisa Peer.
I found so much strength, so much inner power, and so much love for myself that I didn't think I had. So thank you, Marisa. It is still changing my life. I need to continue to.
Just finding out all the ways I can give myself the things that I thought I needed from other people. It was so empowering and so liberating. And just imagining my own younger self, that I can hold her and give her all that love, caused like a profound, liberating, healing, wonderful effect in me.
I had given up on everything and thought I had to live with a life of misery and just had learned to cope. And then I saw a video with Marisa on YouTube, and for the first time there was this little sparkle of hope that told me maybe this is the solution. Transformation, there's no other word.
I've got all of Marisa's books. I've trained with Marisa. Marisa is my guru. She's my mentor. She's an extraordinary woman.
You probably know I met Anna when I was doing a show called Super Size, Super Skinny. She was the host and she was trying out every kind of thing to work. And she thought, I'll come along and do that ridiculous hypnosis. It's going to be absolute rubbish.
4 hours later I came out, I was like, I'm not entirely sure what just happened. So I know this method works. It absolutely works. Thank you very much, Marisa. It's been a privilege and a pleasure always.
Actually realising that I'm enough and that my work is enough has been the biggest change. One of the lines that really stuck with me, I think, expect everything and you'll probably get it. So I asked for a pay rise and I got it. I've been contacting publishers and I finally got one interested.
Really got me in focus to achieve what it is I want to achieve. It's fantastic. I've had nothing but positive results so far.
After 40 years of my life, it is the only thing that has enabled me to step into myself, and it absolutely works.
I want to acknowledge you, Marisa, for teaching in such a way that is simple.
Simple.
Because I think a lot of people overcomplicate their feelings, the pain, the traumas, their story, and they feel like there's no way out. But by you simplifying things and creating a structure and a process that makes it okay for people to let go of these things that they're holding on to, you're helping heal so many people. So I want to acknowledge you for the work you're doing, the impact you're making, and the human that you are.
I managed to go to the root cause of the underlying belief that I had, and I managed to reframe it and reinstall new, better beliefs. And now I have excellent focus, I feel extremely confident. I feel like everything I want in life is available for me. And it's just, if I set my mind to do something, I will succeed.
It was truly transformational. I'd never experienced anything quite like it, and I don't think I ever will again.
After doing our sessions, my life changed in the best way ever. This new ability to express myself was a game changer. It was just like a golden key to take me to the next level.
I am connected to my kids. It's brought tremendous healing into my life.
Nobody could have told me how incredibly powerful it was if I hadn't felt it for myself. I feel so much happier.
The profound shift. It was ridiculous. I felt in tune with myself. It's like someone just put the light on and I could see things again. It helped me with relationships, with business, funny enough. It just literally healed small parts, big parts, everything, from the root upwards to the flowers.
Every day I look in the mirror and I go, I am a wellness making machine.
Such a powerful thing.
That's thanks to you. I have literally, I feel it. And I can almost feel my body just going, yup.
Yeah.
Like you are. Because we're on fire today.
I have more focus about what I'm going to do now in my life. Whereas before I didn't know what I was going to do because I just accept more the person I am.
I did try other things on it. But I mean, Marisa is Marisa, she's the best. It has made a before and after in my life. Just having the technique, like to know how the mind works, it's a game changer in itself.
The teachings are really very, very great and insightful. They led me to the simple conclusion that, well, I am more than enough as I am, and I'm worthy of being loved as I am. I don't have to fulfill any other conditions in order to be able to be loved. The Marisa Peer group and this beautiful community, well, that's really something that is really special.
The only method that goes into the root cause, the reason why, and gets rid of it.
Understanding under hypnosis is just totally empowering, and that is when you really make changes that are permanent.
And I feel like light like a feather and feeling so amazing about myself, and it's an absolutely different me. I'm not the same person. I was so afraid of facing people, mic and camera. Look at me.
Life-changing for me. Marisa has taught me a lot. She supported me, and she's honestly one of a kind.
I'm reborn. That's the trait, and I feel that I'm starting my life again now at 44.
The first time I looked at Marisa, from the first video, she had me hooked. She's given me my life back.
Where I was and how I felt about myself for so long to how I feel about myself is worlds apart. It really is night to day, and I'm forever grateful.
The thing that I can say is that I feel a sense of freedom. I feel like everything is right within my reach. I feel like there is nothing that can stop me. I can do everything because I know with 100% certainty that I am enough.
Know that your mind is extremely powerful, and if you use it in the right way, it can help you achieve anything you want. Believe in yourself.
I am enough. I'm enough. I'm enough.
I am enough.
I'm enough.
I'm enough.
I'm enough. I am enough. I'm enough. Hi. I'm enough. I'm enough. I am enough.
The words that follow I am follow you. I am magnificent. I am awesome. I am extraordinary. I am a force for good in this world. I am magnetically lovable because you are.
Being able to shape someone, help them and change their life, there is nothing like it. I just love it as much today as the day I started.
This is 2 weeks after I recorded with Marisa, and I want to tell you the results. I've not touched sugar, And I've also, more importantly, not had any sugar cravings whatsoever. So I can confirm that Marisa's hypnosis worked.
This has changed my marriage, my physical health, my mental health. And I've been on a personal development journey for years now, about 25 years. And you learn so many things, but something isn't quite clicking until you meet Marisa Peer.
I found so much strength, so much inner power, and so much love for myself that I didn't think I had. So thank you, Marisa. It is still changing my life. I need to continue to.
Just finding out all the ways I can give myself the things that I thought I needed from other people. It was so empowering and so liberating. And just imagining my own younger self, that I can hold her and give her all that love, caused like a profound, liberating, healing, wonderful effect in me.
I had given up on everything and thought I had to live with a life of misery and just had learned to cope. And then I saw a video with Marisa on YouTube, and for the first time there was this little sparkle of hope that told me maybe this is the solution. Transformation, there's no other word.
I've got all of Marisa's books. I've trained with Marisa. Marisa is my guru. She's my mentor. She's an extraordinary woman.
You probably know I met Anna when I was doing a show called Super Size, Super Skinny. She was the host and she was trying out every kind of thing to work. And she thought, I'll come along and do that ridiculous hypnosis. It's going to be absolute rubbish.
4 hours later I came out, I was like, I'm not entirely sure what just happened. So I know this method works. It absolutely works. Thank you very much, Marisa. It's been a privilege and a pleasure always.
Actually realising that I'm enough and that my work is enough has been the biggest change. One of the lines that really stuck with me, I think, expect everything and you'll probably get it. So I asked for a pay rise and I got it. I've been contacting publishers and I finally got one interested.
Really got me in focus to achieve what it is I want to achieve. It's fantastic. I've had nothing but positive results so far.
After 40 years of my life, it is the only thing that has enabled me to step into myself, and it absolutely works.
I want to acknowledge you, Marisa, for teaching in such a way that is simple.
Simple.
Because I think a lot of people overcomplicate their feelings, the pain, the traumas, their story, and they feel like there's no way out. But by you simplifying things and creating a structure and a process that makes it okay for people to let go of these things that they're holding on to, you're helping heal so many people. So I want to acknowledge you for the work you're doing, the impact you're making, and the human that you are.
I managed to go to the root cause of the underlying belief that I had, and I managed to reframe it and reinstall new, better beliefs. And now I have excellent focus. I feel extremely confident. I feel like everything I want in life is available for me. And it's just, if I set my mind to do something, I will succeed.
It was truly transformational. I've never experienced anything quite like it, and I don't think I ever will again.
After doing our sessions, my life changed in the best way ever. This new ability to express myself was a game changer. It was just like a golden key to take me to the next level.
I am connected to my kids. It's brought tremendous healing into my life.
Nobody could have told me how incredibly powerful it was if I hadn't felt it for myself. I feel so much happier.
The profound shift. It was ridiculous. I felt in tune with myself. It's like someone just put the light on and I could see things again. It helped me with relationships, with business, funny enough. It just literally healed small parts, big parts, everything, from the root upwards to the flowers.
Every day I look in the mirror and I go, I am a wellness making machine.
Such a powerful thing.
That's thanks to you. I have literally, I feel it. And I can almost feel my body just going, yup.
Yeah.
Like you are. Because we're on fire today.
I have more focus about what I'm going to do now in my life. Whereas before I didn't know what I was going to do, because I just accept more the person I am.
I did try other things on it, but I mean, Marisa is Marisa, she's the best. It has made a before and after in my life. Just having the technique, like to know how the mind works, it's a game changer in itself.
The teachings are really very, very great and insightful. They led me to the simple conclusion that, well, I am more than enough as I am, and I'm worthy of being loved as I am. I don't have to fulfill any other conditions in order to be able to be loved. The Marisa Peer group and this beautiful community, well, that's really something that is really special.
The only method that goes into the root cause, the reason why, and gets rid of it.
Understanding under hypnosis is just totally empowering, and that is when you really make changes that are permanent.
And I feel like light like a feather and feeling so amazing about myself. And it's absolutely different me. I'm not the same person. I was so afraid of facing people, mic and camera. Look at me.
Life-changing for me. Marisa has taught me a lot. She supported me, and she's honestly one of a kind.
I'm reborn. That's the trait, and I feel that I'm starting my life again now at 44.
The first time I looked at Marisa, from the first video, she had me hooked. She's given me my life back.
Where I was and how I felt about myself for so long to how I feel about myself is worlds apart. It really is night to day, and I'm forever grateful.
The thing that I can say is that I feel a sense of freedom. I feel like everything is right within my reach. I feel like there is nothing that can stop me. I can do everything because I know with 100% certainty that I am enough.
Know that your mind is extremely powerful, and if you use it in the right way, it can help you achieve anything you want. Believe in yourself.
I am enough. I'm enough. I'm enough.
I am enough.
I'm enough.
I'm enough.
I'm enough. I am enough. I'm enough. Hi. I'm enough. I'm enough. I am enough.
The words that follow I am follow you. I am magnificent. I am awesome. I am extraordinary. I am a force for good in this world. I am magnetically lovable because you are.
Being able to shape someone, help them and change their life, there is nothing like it. I just love it as much today as the day I started.
This is 2 weeks after I recorded with Marisa, and I want to tell you the results. I've not touched sugar, and I've also, more importantly, not had any sugar cravings whatsoever. So I can confirm that Marisa's hypnosis worked.
This has changed my marriage, my physical health, my mental health. And I've been on a personal development journey for years now, about 25 years. And you learn so many things, but something isn't quite clicking until you meet Marisa Peer.
I found so much strength, so much inner power, and so much love for myself that I didn't think I had. So thank you, Marisa. It is still changing my life, and to continue to.
Just finding out all the